roast this
My mic
motherfucking kid.
Fuck that piece of shit. No. What an ass.
He's a bum.
Dude, do you know
he's
how hard?
An ungrateful beggar bum.
Do you know how hard it was for me to hold it in? Every time he's in chat, hey, and I thought we were being obvious. Eh?
Yeah.
I thought we were being like as obvious as possible.
No, I mean we were like literally trying to get rid of him.
Fuck.
It's like when you like throw it. What's that scene where they throw the rocks at the dog at Old Yeller to make him go away?
Yes.
Or some shit like this. It's like, go. We don't want you here.
Bro.
You fucking suck. It's outright insulting him to his face. Oh, he just couldn't get the memo. He just couldn't get the message
and there's a big
that we didn't want anything to do with this boring fucking ass. But it was beyond how boring he was, how worthless he was.
Beyond that.
The lack of content, the lack of gratitude, how draining he was, how negative it was. It was that Phil's gay. He's gay. He was gay for Andy Worski. This guy was
see my body?
He kept begging to look and touch Worski's underwear. This guy privately, he was trying to slip his hands down Andy's pants. You know, he said he goes like, "Let me see your shredded body."
Well,
I'm gay. And I went, no. I was like, no, that's weird. That's uncomfortable. That's awkward. But why?
No, it's like, why is he saying this?
We're in a business meeting.
He was drunk as fuck.
Someone call.
Let's be real. This was some Brian Dunn fucking behavior.
Someone call HR. Like,
someone call HR. He was sexually harassing you in the workplace, Worski. He wanted to feel your shredded body.
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
Can I just say this? I saw this.
Remember when he got on that voice call and he started asking to see your underwear?
Did he? Okay. I should have just played along.
Remember when he got on the voice call and asked to see your underwear? He's begging to see your outlines. No, by the way, duty streams for 10. This like flirtatious gay element to Phil's behavior with Andy, where it was like, this is strange. Well, this isn't normal.
I gotta say one thing.
Welcome to the stream.
I finally heard about
the
thing where he goes, "I'm his gaming soulmate," right? Okay, let me.
How did it feel?
Listen, DSP, everyone likes Final Fantasy VI. Everyone likes Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is not like obscure, like
these weren't deep cuts. You know what I mean? This isn't even like Earthbound level. You know, this is like entry level everybody had for their Nintendo. Fucking Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Link to the Past, yeah, and like other things, and he kept saying things.
Holy shit, dude! Thank you so much to Mr. Lion for the 10 gifted already, dude. Thank you so much. So, hello, welcome to the stream. In case you are wondering, the casino has snaked Phil Burnell and did a stream where they basically revealed some information, assuming you want to believe them, and they apparently have receipts. They didn't really show anything, but they have it, and they're waiting for Phil to apologize.
To play games with
me. They did like a tell-all
show. I would be like
stream, but it was only like tell half of it.
I say I want to not respond, and we're just like
basically they called him regarded.
How to DM him
and
back.
Made fun of him
because like, hey, fucking Ashton's like fucking Discord messaging me during the show. DM'd me 4 times during the show. I'm like, could you tell him to shut the fuck up? We're doing a show. Meanwhile, the fucking previous three days earlier, there's this huge opportunity, everyone. LOL Cow Live. Fucking
you were like, Ashton, help me. He's asking me to kiss him in Amsterdam.
That was a little gay.
No, that's when Phil invited Andy to go to Amsterdam with him because he wanted to kiss him at the fucking hotel in Amsterdam.
Listen. I don't even want to talk about that homosexuality. It makes me angry.
But he wouldn't come meet me in Florida. I'm like, fuck, I look like his. I guess that's why he didn't want to fuck me, is because I look kind of like his wife.
You tell him the Florida story because you said on
this Florida thing is insane.
Honestly, guys, you won't even believe this because I genuinely feel bad for Phil.
Me too.
When I learned this guy, he never leaves his home.
Sad.
He can't. It's sad. You know what I mean? The guy is a total shut-in. Hasn't been on a vacation or a trip in a decade. Couldn't have a honeymoon with his wife. I felt bad for him, and also. I was like, you know what? I want to meet Phil. I want to know what Phil's about. I want to have some comradeship, some brotherhood with Phil. Take our friendship to the next level. Not the way that Phil did, like the gay way that. But I'm like, you know what, Phil? I said to Phil, so here's the idea. And you can tell just like how much thought I put into this. of something that Phil would like to do that's like his special interest, which is Hulk Hogan.
Whoa.
So for those of you who don't know, Hulk Hogan has a store in Tampa Bay, like a memorabilia store, a t-shirt shop,
Yep.
all sorts of stuff from his past. It's kind of like a Hogan museum. And there's also in Tampa Bay a Hulk Hogan bar that Hogan is there every like Monday for karaoke. And he was having a Super Bowl party at his bar, which is called Hogan's Hangout.
Buddy, that's incredible if you're a fan.
Where he was going to show up and there are going to be other wrestlers there and stuff like this. So I say to Phil, hey, man, what if I pay for your flight to bring you out to Florida and we can hang out? So Phil's objection is, well, you know, I can't leave my wife at home. So I say, Phil, how about I pay for your wife to come? You guys can hang out at the beach for a couple days.
What a mensch.
We'll meet up at the bar. We'll do the Super Bowl party. Maybe we'll do a video at the bar, just like as like an excuse that it's a business trip or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can go back home, you know. So here's like the honeymoon he never was able to have. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna make content. All this sort of thing. You know what he says to me? He goes, "Well, that wouldn't be fair to my cat.
No,
My cat would be alone.
Get a cat sitter. Give your to your parents.
Okay, Phil, how about I pay for the top cat sitting service you can find? I'll pay for all of it. I'll pay for you to come. I'll pay for your wife to come. I'll pay for sitters for your pets. I'll do it." I was dead fucking serious. I was going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars
Probably
on this.
$3,000-4,000 minimum.
Oh, more.
Minimum.
It was probably going to be at least $5,000-6,000 to do all of this. But I'm like, oh, fuck. It'd be really fun. No, it would traumatize my cat to leave him with anybody else. There's no possible way I could do this, man. And what it is it's fear. He's afraid of leaving his own home. He's afraid of doing anything. He's just a massive fucking pussy.
So the reason I played that whole thing, I'm wondering, right? When I first heard this, I was just wondering, do you think that he told Kat about this before rejecting it? Because I don't think so. Like, what if Kat found out through this somehow? Like, someone messaged her on Xbox Live or something, the link to this. How would she react? Like, does she know? Does she know that he rejected a free-ass vacation? Or at least the flights paid for? Are you kidding?
Shut-in hermit, little bitch.
That's crazy to me.
Some troll will find him and confront him, and what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? It's like, Phil, stop being such a
You don't think she would
fucking
want
pussy.
to go? Yeah, that's a good point
This is
too.
the crazy shit that Phil. This is the mentality.
Is she the one who said
it's
no?
Wild shit.
Yeah.
It really is wild shit.
Well,
man.
here's where I was fucking super annoyed, and it's a very similar story. So we thought, people were asking me yesterday, hey, so what was the end game? Be serious. End game was simple. We knew he was
Yeah, dude.
an idiot, and, you know, the track.
Because, okay, spoilers, they're going to reveal too that Kat yells at DSP, or at least she yelled at him this time when he did the Truth Seekers interview with Steve. Because she found out not the day it happened, but the day after. So it's like, it's obvious he was hiding it from her or he didn't tell her. And then she heard him yelling at his chat about it or whatever the fuck through the door. And then she apparently got mad at him. So it's like he's hiding stuff from her from the streams. He doesn't tell her certain things.
Well, you ever see Howard
So like,
Stern,
did he
how
tell her
that
about the
happened?
free honeymoon?
It was like your open
Or the free
with
trip?
fucking Bo. You know, it was like that idea. So the idea was get him close so we could have some funny shit. So we thought of shit like lie detector test.
That's a great point. Great point. No, Zaku boy. It's revealed that he said she yelled at him. That's a great point. Because, yeah, this is all information DSP, the known liar, is telling someone who he's trying to get to feel bad for him.
or
to, you know, not bully him.
While we were filming.
So who knows?
Every idea.
Same
that
with
we
the
had, we
exotic
were
pets.
shocked
I don't think we'll be able to cover the whole thing before he goes live. But in summary, DSP has a menagerie of exotic pets as he described it, or at least as PPP told us that he described it. And one of them was a bunny. Baby bunny.
blue.
Baby bunny. And it apparently passed away. Unfortunately, rest in peace, bunny. We hardly knew ye. And that's why he was depressed this past week when he was saying how depressed he was. And he didn't beg.
down. Then the easiest idea, instead of
And apparently there are other pets, exotic quote unquote pets in the home. And that could explain why he calls them a family. Even though he just says it's a cat, it would also help explain the bank leaks a bit more with the crazy spending that he does at PetSmart or whatever.
If you remember Bob.
Speaking of crazy spending, dude, thank you so much, too. Killa Queen bites the dust for the 10 membership. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Enjoy 10 of
flying
you.
somewhere was
Crazy.
Lolcow live. Imagine Kino Casino, Lolcow, and
Oh
Phil.
yeah, and in summary again, he would turn down many opportunities. He wouldn't want to do anything. He would yell at them through DMs when they messaged him on his day off. That one is pretty crazy to me. Like they would message him on his day off, and then instead of just answering when he has time or the next day or whenever he reads it, he instead chooses to yell at them for doing it on his day off, which is really weird, man. It's not a chat. It's a message. You can answer it whenever you want.
He literally in the group chat started yelling at all of us.
Here you go.
Guys, you know it's my day off.
There you go.
How dare
Day
you
off?
bother
How
me
about-
on my day
How about
off?
you respond tomorrow then, you F-slur, you fucking retard?
Well, why is it such a big deal to receive a simple DM? Like, so listen, if one of your friends or family or a business associate texts you on your day off, do you lose your fucking mind?
No, he's
How
losing his
dare
mind.
you text me on my day off? Wouldn't you just not reply
Yeah.
and then get back to them at a later point? But instead, it was like this whole, how fucking dare you come out? It's my day off. I'm
That's
fucking
when I was like
busy.
done with him.
You're
Like that,
pestering me.
mentally, I was like, that's like when I was like, I was done. And then you were like, listen, I'll do a show with him and I'll felt him on the show and then we'll make something happen that way. I was like, cool.
You
I'm
come
staying out
to
of it.
me.
Like, I'm like,
You
yeah.
come to me on my day off and
But
you don't even ask
But then
me
Ashton.
back to do content with me.
So I'm pissed. I text Ashton. I'm like, this guy's a piece of shit. Fuck him. Then on my day off, which by the way wasn't even day off, I was editing for the show for the next day. He's fucking messaging me like all his ideas.
Yeah, duty.
That all suck, by the way.
Yes.
Then I don't respond. I'm like, I'm not responding to him. Fuck him. What does he do? The next day, like while we're live, he's putting business
That's
fucking like
insane.
private shit in our chat. I'm like, and they're putting pressure on us to respond. Like,
That's
hey,
insane. That's a tactic, by the way. That's obviously on purpose. You didn't respond, so I'm gonna go to your
No,
place
that's-
of business.
I was like, fuck him.
Do you remember?
Remember when this dude was spurging out over not allowing people to go to his chat and like advertising their own shit and giving their like own channels ideas and shit in his chat?
when this guy
But he can go to their chat and fucking cook up ideas and tell them not to stream on when he
asked
streams
us not to stream in his
to
time
put
slot.
pressure
guys,
live
This
on
guy-
stream.
This guy
Schedule.
actually demanded that we schedule our shows around his shows and that we direct our audience to his show.
Yeah, he's
This is what
Derekking
he
on them.
actually thought. And
He's
it's like,
there, Derek.
Phil, we have like 2,000-3,000 live viewers. You have 200-300 live viewers. You know, we're kind of doing you a favor, bringing you on, promoting you in the first place. And you want us to inconvenience ourselves and our audience. And say,
Yes.
We won't do shows in the time slot.
What do you
from,
think
like,
this is?
9 p.m. or 10 p.m. to midnight. Well, that's when we stream.
Do
Phil.
you know who he is? Do you know he's the king? It doesn't help too that they called him the king and fucking gassed him up so
Nope.
much. Hey,
But
Yosuke.
what he wanted us to do was for
Higashikata.
his political show, for us to
Oh,
siphon
the
all of
politics.
our viewers
that's what he was
because we have.
messaging.
That's what he wanted us to do, is
In our
give
chat.
all of our viewers and all of our money. And he would come in here and be like, guys, remember, my show is next week or tomorrow at this time. Don't tune into
stream.
the casino or don't stream, guys, because I need your support. And it just started to get, it's like, so you take and you take and you take and you take and you ask and you ask and you ask. But when it comes time for you to like do a crossover with us and Keemstar, when we ask you to do something that mildly inconveniences you, no. What's in it for me? You know, it's like I
Anything,
see
yes.
how you
That's
guys
great.
would benefit from me.
This kind of just shows you that Rambo and Howard were really nice to him and really, really patient. Because how much would they have to put up with? They knew him in real life. You can't even ask this dude to like go to the store with you. You can't ask this dude to help you go move some boxes around or anything. You can't do anything with him. Everything would need to be a transactional relationship.
me coming on the show to
What do I
roast
get
Review
out of it,
Tech
huh?
USA.
Oh, you want me to help you, huh?
benefit, But how
Well,
would I benefit?
Viewers,
Well, I
you
don't
fucking
know.
idiot.
There's a bunch of people watching you that might see you in a new light as somebody that's having
Hey,
fun.
Don
and
Motorsport.
dropped your grudge with Keemstar and, you know, is doing interesting stuff now, and they might come watch your stuff. It's like, what's in it for me?
Ash,
It's just crazy.
and then fucking yesterday, I see one of his tweets. Someone, a detractor, like showed me a screenshot. He was saying, "Why do I have to pay Ashton half if I have to pay taxes? You expense it on
Yeah,
your
Viga.
fucking taxes. You
The guy
fucking
didn't even know. The guy didn't even
This
know
is really
how to
good,
do his
too.
fucking taxes. But honestly, it was he suggested, he's like, I'll pay all the taxes on it. Don't worry, bro. I'll
You
eat
still
that.
have to pay the income because you're fucking
Well, yeah,
bank season.
I still have
CRA
to pay
season.
taxes.
That's great. I know I didn't cover this, but DSP specifically, when bragging about how successful the Smart Guy solo show was, he was saying, yeah, man, this is the most money I ever made because I don't have to pay taxes. Or, sorry, he was saying, this is the most money because, I imagine he said that. He basically said that in 2012 to like 2017. But he said, this is the most money he made because even after tax, he doesn't have to split it. He was paying all the tax when he was splitting it with
It's on it
PPP.
anyway.
But it's like he told him that he would cover the tax. That's the kind of guy DSP is. He'll do you a favor, like quote unquote, and try to be a cool guy. No, man, don't worry. I'll take care of it. And then when it doesn't work out or it falls through or whatever, he'll use it against you. He'll hold it against you.
Buddy,
But
there was that.
That was his idea that he was going to pay all the tax on it off the start. So
It
it's
was
like,
his idea.
okay, so now you insisted on that, but now it's a bad thing. And
Yeah,
I
dude,
stand
that's
for
how he
it now.
works.
Like, I don't know. This
After
is how
you
it
do the
works for
show,
everybody.
He
that
holds it over
doesn't
you.
pay gas or
If this dude ever does anything for you, he'll hold it over you for the rest of his fucking life.
co-host.
Yeah, I
like,
always expense
Remember when I
whatever
like
you send
drove
anyone
you
else.
to the
And then by the
mall?
way, here's why I was like fucking. This is when I was like,
Yeah, man.
this guy needs to fuck off out of our lives. Was when we did the gaming stream. We did the climbing game. Remember?
yeah. Chain
Fucking
together.
9 p.m. Like Cinderella, king. I gotta go. May you stay so we could do another hour? No. After. By the way, we were on
Well-
his show. He made him thousands,
Oh yeah.
and then he stays in chat for 4 hours.
That's the crazy thing. He'll be like, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go spend time with my wife or whatever.
Well, you see, you buffoons, I was spending time with my wife. I was on my phone in the chat. You
and then he'll
idiots.
be in the chat for
Don't
5
you
or
know
6
this?
hours straight after that. Like, but it's crazy to me. It's like, okay, so you
Buffoon.
have this opportunity. You're in front of a new
Yeah.
audience, and it was rattling from the start. This stuff. We do the Review Tech USA thing.
Yes.
The guy has to fucking. Oh, guys, I have to leave.
Yes.
But Phil, there's
No,
like 4,000 or
Ash.
5,000
He was
people watching this
multitasking.
live. What do you mean you have to stop streaming? Like,
It was the Ralph thing,
make hay
remember?
when the sun shines. Yes, with the Ralph content too. We brought him
He
on. We're
spit
doing
on
the
us.
lore of Ralph with it. It's like, I gotta go now, guys. It's like, well, we have a lot more content, Phil. Like,
Ashton spent literally like 8 hours the previous day going through the Kiwi farms, looking for all the best clips, setting up the whole lore shit. But the RTU stuff went a little bit too long. And then we're just like, hey, like we're DMing in a group. Can you please stay? Nope. It's like, you made like 3,000 the other day. I wanted to, like, I was like, this guy has to.
Thank you.
Thank you, VLX.
Andy with the post-crack clarity on Phil.
Well, he apparently hated him the whole time. I guess maybe that's why he barely interacted with him when he wasn't on their show. And it was PPP carrying the heavy, doing the heavy lifting.
No, every fucking detractor
And,
was right. We're like, okay, hang on.
yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
we-
That's nothing new, but that's what I was going to say. This is nothing new. DSP always did this.
I went dark a long time ago.
Holy shit,
Phil was
Kenneth.
very smug throughout this whole arc because he thought Kino were his friends. Now, when the relationship crumbles, the smugness disappears. Crazy how he never sees himself as the problem.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. He's never going to be the problem. He'll never be why this fell through. It'll just be he'll mention money. If he addresses it, he'll say, well, he's bragging about making a shit ton of money, making fun of me. And that's why everyone turns on me. And this is a good clip. Speaking of the smugness, Kenneth, thank you so much for the 10, dude.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Really, like, this is the beginning of a comeback. One of the biggest comebacks, I think, in YouTube history.
Thank you. True
I'm
Hype
back.
Strong. He's back,
I'm
dude.
back.
One more time.
Really, like, this is the beginning of a comeback. One of the biggest comebacks, I think, in YouTube history.
That's crazy. What a quote. That's like a next
at
generation
the
quote.
beginning, it was fuck.
Great.
Well, it was just like, okay, every single thing that you wanted to do with him on a stream, you had to go over every aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's
and
like No Man's
negotiate,
Sky,
like,
dude.
Okay, so it's going to be using this service. It's going to be on Discord, and it's going to be at this time, right? I don't know if I can do this day. I don't know if I can do this. Like with everybody else that you ever negotiate with, like a show, you go, hey, can you do this at this time? And they're either like yes or no. But with Phil, it's like pulling teeth. And if I showed the DMs, you can understand. It's hard to actually explain how agonizing it is to go through the process of trying to book him to do anything. And it's like with any guest, it's like, okay, so let's do this interview with this person.
Big ups Vaporware for the 5.
You know he hated splitting the smart guy's money, and wanted to make Ashton another Rambo, and Howard 100%.
Well, he did that.
A miserable little 220 miser to his core.
Thank you, Vaporware. That's a great point, too. Smart Guys now, both shows, the one in the past and the one that just ended, or at least just broke up, I guess, because it didn't end. Both had the same outcome. Both guys quit, and DSP is the guy left holding the bag. Because what's the common denominator there? Why did everyone quit on you, DSP? Because, I don't know, maybe you're hard to deal with or something.
Okay, well, here, let me explain to you why it's
You're
beneficial.
insane.
Okay, well, I have this objection to it. Okay, well, let me explain to you why that's wrong.
BB11,
okay, well,
thank you.
This, and there would be
Wow,
another
17.
objection and another objection, and it would stonewall every single thing. To the
Oh,
point where it's
DSP's
a
in his
miracle
chat.
we got anything done with the guy ever at all.
So when we had Mudahar on our
Hold
show,
on, I'll
we had
get it.
contacts with Mudahar. So we're like, oh, we'll do a gaming stream with Mudahar, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Right? I had to explain the entire Mudahar lore for him to like agree. I'm like, Muda's mainstream normie. Relax. And by the way, even if he was like edgy, you're with fucking racial joke people. Like
I don't know.
Racial
the
joke
thing is, it's
people.
like, well, we have to back.
So DSP's in his chat right now. He's saying, good morning. There will be a lot of socks today. I'm sure they made 100 of these on my day off. So we're in weird reality.
Ground check this person before
Why?
I'll appear with them. And it's like,
If
why?
you turn on him,
Why?
you were never a real fan. You just got to be a
It's
neutral.
battle for every
Every account is a sock. Lol. Gonna be a lot of bans today. Yeah, dude. When isn't
single
there?
thing, anything, and I've never encountered anything like this. I had
Thanks,
like the
DSP.
patience of fucking Job
Yeah.
to tard wrangle this guy, try and bring him in for appearances. But let me tell you, when he came on here and why we stopped bringing him on, you guys know he was just a net negative. He was just a drain. He didn't add anything. He never, had a good
Whoa,
take
that's
or
crazy.
a funny joke or a one-liner.
you.
The guy,
Okay. In all of this, I think it's really funny that DSP brought it upon himself. Like, he let it go on for too long, and he chose to not listen to anybody. Because it was very obvious from the get-go that they were making fun of him whenever they interacted. They would ask him questions that were basically him, but through other lolcows. They would watch someone else and then be like, Phil, I don't remember who it was. Ethan Ralph has a girlfriend that people call a horse. What do you think of this, Phil? That's what they would do. And like, Review Tech is a loser who lives in a bubble. And like, they were basically just asking him the questions. And he just couldn't see it.
the guy couldn't.
It was like
what's going on?
it was really dumb. He either chose not to see it or just didn't see it. Which one's worse? I don't know.
Have this sour
The money
look
was
on his
blinding, dude.
face, like he wasn't happy to be here, like he was doing everybody else a favor by appearing. And it's like, you have no viewers, you have no fans, nobody likes you. In fact, everybody hates you. And the fact that
so
we're
much
bringing
shit.
you on, we got so much hate from everybody.
And
They
he would
were
be
right,
like,
honestly.
He
They're
banned the
just like,
people in chat
know,
making fun of
like,
me. It's like,
we're getting
oh
like
my
our
fucking
donators
God.
doxxed on the daily. Fucking our editor is having pictures of his kids posted. People are threatening his kids, calling him a pet, like crazy fucking
And then we're
shit.
just like, hey,
Constantly.
hey, you mind
And
if
we're
we
like-
play the hey, we have this crazy idea. Why don't we just play fucking Link to the Past on stream? No, that's not views. That's a post show. That's like an after show. Relax. It's not a show.
It's just like after
What
all
an
of that,
idea.
it's like,
That's great. Thank you, Joshua.
This
Klon.
entire stream was a burial ceremony. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually felt bad for Phil during this. but you get what you deserve.
Yeah, I've seen that sentiment, but personally I don't, because it's like I said, in my opinion, he brought it upon himself. He refused to listen to people. He thought there was a resurgence. Remember the resurgence? He was telling June the King that he's going to have to edit the documentary because the resurgence is happening and people might have a different opinion. Shit like that. All the Craig shit. That would be so good. I got to do a stream going back and watching that. But like, all of that for these two guys who were very obviously making fun of him from the beginning. And he just didn't want to see it, and he chose to instead think that he was having a resurgence on the internet. What did he say? I forgot already. The greatest comeback in internet history? We got to pull it up again. That's how crazy it was.
What's in it for me? Like, it's crazy.
Buddy,
it's
and then
crazy
he
shit.
spits on us for every idea. I want to show what.
There it is. Here it is. Get this shit out here again.
I'm back. Really? Like, this is the beginning of a comeback. One of the biggest comebacks, I think, in YouTube history.
YouTube history. He's No Man's Sky.
You probably watched it with Steve yesterday. I woke up. I woke up and Ashton's with Steve. And I see the show and I'm just like, thank you. Like, I almost started crying. Like,
he was so happy.
It's like, oh my God. It's like finding out you won the fucking lottery. I was like, oh my God. Yes. I don't have to pretend
I'll say
anymore.
this because we're not going to go on and on and on about Phil all night long, obviously.
But, thank you, Joshua.
If
For
you
the 5.
Back to the Steve interview that I did last night. If you go to the True Seekers channel and check it out.
Yeah, Duty.
I think Duty.
You saw the vision,
clipped
I guess.
it, yeah. A bunch of detractor channels.
I got shit on too a little bit.
Watch that. You can really.
I was saying it was a long con, and people were still skeptical of that, and like it was a big thing. And I don't know. To me, it was just always obvious that they were making fun of him, but they were also kind of using him. They thought it would drum up interest, and he was using them. It was kind of just like an internet thing where they were using each other, but at the same time, he was willing to kind of put up with being made fun of, maybe, or he just didn't see it. That's what I thought.
See me go off and just.
But yeah, it was just
crazy fucking.
I don't know. I guess when they involved the wife, and then people pressured him to care about it, that's when he decided to care about it. Because he didn't care when they did it.
Feel bad for DSP. This is called karma.
Thank you, Vin Mist, for the 2. Yeah, that's how I feel. You can feel however you want, obviously. I'm giving you permission. But what was I saying? Right. It was mostly just him getting bullied, basically, to care about his wife being made fun of. And the defense he used for his wife being made fun of was to say she has health issues. That's the defense.
I'm just tired of him.
He's just such a
That's
black
insane.
hole.
You know what's
There's
crazy?
just
Oh no, the gaming soulmate.
I'm just tired of him.
I'm just tired of him. No.
You know what's
There's
crazy?
just nothing positive comes from him. He says he's Mr. Positivity. But in fact, there's nothing positive that comes from him, and there's nothing meaningful either. It's all just a meaningless black hole of negativity and boredom for all eternity.
That we do.
This is the Stortex.
We do have a DSP video from August the Duck, just released it a few hours ago. So we're going to do that later. Don't worry. It's a 20-minute video.
Let's hit the goal. At certain points now, he's getting less than 200 people live as he's streamed 6 days a week and been here 15 fucking years. Is gonna
Cat is dying downstairs right
crazy.
now.
He's a fucking lunatic. He lives in an alternate reality.
People are
He
screaming in
lives
chat for us to do it now. We got so much show. I mean,
all right.
They're
doing shout outs.
We'll watch
we'll
the video.
do the show.
Another 2 hours.
The other thing I want to bring up is that Phil would always, like, whatever problem he was having, whether it be with his streams, whether it be with his personal life, his family, his wife, whatever, he would always be messaging me about it every night. And it would be at like 4 a.m. And if you didn't respond,
Oh no,
to him,
he truly is the new Rambo.
Upset.
Okay.
You know, like
Ash,
he
I have a funny
expected
story
responses to his shit.
about that, Ash. I have a funny story. So you all know, after the show, I usually stick around for 2 hours, play games, or watch other videos. It's like an unwind show. And you could actually visibly see probably 5 times on post shows me look down at my phone and what I was doing was reading Ashton's text, and then you see me do this, and then like Psycho's like, what's wrong? And I'm just like, I don't even
A duck sized duck has gifted 50 rare tricks. Void 72.
pasting my house. I'm like, we're like texting each other, and or like on phone calls. I'm pasting my house. I'm like, we're like, is this worth it? We're bleeding. We're bleeding.
You know,
we're bleeding. We're bleeding.
It just wasn't
Maybe there's
worth it at all.
Like,
It was
this is
just
the
like
One
it's like a
Piece. You're
sunk
looking for the
cost
One Piece.
fallacy where I'm like, listen, at some point, surely this is gonna turn around for us, and we're gonna convince this guy to make good content. If I'm just patient enough, if I hold his hand enough, if I argue with his objections,
That was your
his
first
negativity
mistake.
enough, and card wrangle him,
There is no improving the guy.
it was impossible.
That's what makes him the guy.
Buddy, it was like it was trying to find the one.
Oh, DSP is what the hell? He just started. Okay, I guess he's here. Stream begins.
Don't mind me, just getting the camera working again because, as you know, it's been giving me so many issues. But hopefully, now that I've restarted it, it'll work for the podcast. So, see you guys in a couple minutes.
All right, he sounds a little sad. He's sounding kind of like when he got his bankruptcy information out there, and then he showed up on the Minecraft stream the next day and was really depressed. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, I guess the stream hasn't started
It
yet.
kept going and going.
He's doing a
going,
test for the
and it
camera.
never ended.
Somehow he hasn't fixed it yet.
What
You know,
is never-ending
I'll say this. So
bore?
you had a great rant. Everyone, go watch Steve's show or whenever you have a chance. It's really good.
just testing the camera. I'm
Actually, Steve there. But here's the thing, too. I was
Yellow flash for 5 subs.
Speaking of 5,
Kinder snaked them if you think about it. Got so much help and gave absolutely nothing back. Total energy vampire.
yeah, he's the dude from What We Do in the Shadows. The vampire that sucks your fucking soul, basically. Thank you, J-Dog, with the 50 Norwegian krone. That's a great point. Yeah, when you really think about it, I guess. They tried desperately to do anything for him, which was their first mistake, but they got nothing out of it, basically.
Let's go.
He didn't want to do anything that they wanted to do.
Doing the
Everything that they do needs to involve him sitting in that room in front of those LED lights and behind that webcam in that chair. That's anything he ever needs to do is just that. If it doesn't involve that, he's not into it.
14 away from the goal,
Yeah.
like 50.
Oh
okay,
boy.
we are.
I will reveal more private dirt about Phil.
Oh no.
I will reveal some real snake fucking shit about
Are we
Phil.
making that hard today?
Well, one of it is
That
time
was my
sensitive,
depression.
where it's
That was
gonna,
my
I don't
depression.
know, guys. Should we just nuke Phil? Should we just be
Should
like
we
the
just-
most dirty, dastardly, despicable snakes and just like expose all of his
They're
shit?
milking it, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Every
I
week
don't
a new
know.
lore drop.
Duty streams gifted 5 subs.
Duty streams.
Nihil Nova subs sold for 5 subs. Chemical
I was just done with it, just like fucking fed up. I hate him. So then I'm like, hey, how was Thursday? How was Thursday at the Salvation Army fucking charity? You know, like, oh,
No, it
hey,
really
you know,
was.
like,
I'm just doing charity for this guy. Listen to me, with the wrestling show, the idea was, let's find something that Phil actually
Why would he
cares
tell
about.
them anything? That's a great question, and I think that's partially why he ignored them making fun of him a little bit. Because I think they say it in this video or the next one or whatever. But he was kind of the kid that kind of hangs around cooler kids that they use just to kind of make fun of. That's what his relationship was with them. And so maybe he saw them as friends. Maybe that's why he chose to ignore them, making fun of his wife the first and second time before he ever collabed with them. Just because he kind of needs friends, and he maybe just wanted some friends. Because he doesn't have any. His wife's not good enough. The soulmate.
That he's passionate
She's
about.
dying, dude,
It seems to me
downstairs
there
right
wasn't
now.
a single thing in this entire world that the guy actually cared about. that
Just
he
like the
talked
baby
about.
bunny.
The guy talks and talks and talks. He talks
Oh,
for a
boy.
living, yet he has nothing to say ever. Ever. It's just talking to hear the sound of his own voice in the hopes that fucking nickels
was
drop
that?
into his shit.
Yeah, that's a good point, BB.
What?
Like, the money was crazy for him. And I think there's a little bit that he also just really wanted friends. Maybe that's why he would text them in the middle of the night. Because the texting and messaging pattern is very similar to what Rambo described. 4 a.m. gin texts and, like, immediate response necessary texts.
100.
Like he's fucking Microsoft Teams.
After Ashton
Face
offered him,
up,
It's
$5,000,
very similar. Very, very similar to his real life best friends.
Scratches Ashton's after Ashton
Face up,
offered him
son of a-
$5,000 to head of the Super Bowl party at Hulk Hogan's place with his wife. He scratches Ashton's name out or face out for a joke. What a rude fuck. He's
I don't
the
know.
worst.
And then, just like, only thing this guy does
What?
is live stream for people who hate him, like an animal in a zoo, to be pelted with fucking peanuts and
Like
shit
the
like
zoo
this.
he's running.
And then he gets off stream and he starts drinking. He plays a WWE mobile game that he spends his entire paycheck on.
Remember something.
And then
I remember something.
DoorDashes a meal and then goes to bed, wakes up, does it again and again and
Ash,
again
I just
and
remember
again.
the story.
And again.
You're gonna laugh. You remember this too. It was after watching Nerds on the Go, the like pool. Remember he fucking on the pool? We spoke to Phil right after. Remember he was yelling at you and me because Kick wouldn't verify him?
Oh, this one's
Okay.
crazy.
This is actually one of the most narcissistic and insane things that Phil came to
He
me
yelled
about.
at us.
Machinima
He yelled
moment.
at me about why
me,
Kick
and me.
did, yeah, and you as well. He yelled at us about why Kick didn't verify him right away. And he said that it was an insult to him that they didn't immediately verify him and give him like a deal and all of this stuff. It's like, first of all, man, I don't run Kick. Like, I don't have.
know
You
Ed.
know who I am.
I don't know Ed.
Call the
I'm not
manager.
able to pull these strings for you, man. Second of all, like, you have
He's
to
pulling a
actually
"Do you know who I am" with like sub 200
the
viewers, man.
metrics, man. And you
Holy
actually have
shit.
to like be legit. And what this guy was doing, by
I'm
the way,
him.
I guarantee
I'm
you
him.
that Kick would have verified
I'm
him
really
and
him.
probably done something for him had he moved all of his stuff to Kick.
Yeah.
But what he decided to do was just do a mirror. So they're not getting the exclusivity of Phil. And so why? But even despite all of this, Kick has put Phil on the front page numerous times. They've tried to promote him. They've given him opportunities. But Phil is just like a complete narcissistic, delusional
I'm
piece of
him.
shit that
I'm-
believes that because he sent a mirror, which, by the way, for Phil to learn how to use what's it called, where you send out Restream.
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 Oh,
For
boy.
Phil to figure
Tech
out how to
issue,
use
Phil.
Restream, it was like the biggest ordeal in the
Here,
history
I'll
of
write the
fucking world.
tutorial.
I think, Andy, you had to teach him how to fucking use Restream.
That's
now.
really weird too. The fact that he even was DMing them for help to do this when it's like it's your thing to do. Like we're not gonna do it for you, but like he still tried to help him.
Like you had
And
to
then he sent
explain
him a
to that
YouTube
it was
video.
even
I'm spoiling
possible
it.
To stream to two sites at once.
I got so
And-
mad, I just sent him a YouTube
was-
video.
Like why wasn't that his first thought? That's like the DSP way, I guess. Why am I surprised? But like Phil, just look up a video. You're literally a
You know,
YouTuber.
like how hard
Huh?
he worked in order to do this. It's like after all that I've done, how hard I
Big
worked.
ups.
If you never bomb.
For the bomb. Holy shit, Kenneth Douglas with the fucking
Legalized nuclear bomb.
50
We just nuked the building.
member fucking bomb, dude.
I'm him.
Why is that so quiet? We gotta hit you with a DSP. I'm him.
I'm him. I've been him. I will continue to be him.
That's you, brother. Thank you.
For
Thank
Kick
you.
to
Thank you.
not
Thank you.
approve me instantly
50.
is an insult.
I can
To
find
me
that
and my
fucking
audience.
message. I have to scroll up
It's
for a
like-
minute.
It's an
like
insult.
Crazy. We've
Damn,
been
Kenneth.
scrolling for a while because the guy sends 10,000 fucking DMs. Oh man, it's just crazy.
10,000
It's just crazy, the
DMs.
stuff that this guy fucking says. As just, it's exhausting.
He hits them with walls of text. I really want to see those DMs, man. I'm hoping that they fucking show them. They're fucking milking the situation. Anyways, we might catch up with it later. Sorry we couldn't cover the whole thing, but Phil is live. Get ready for the show.
am gothic.
What is going on, everyone? I'm back. And hopefully,
Been
we
crying.
can get back now to a week of semi-normalcy after last week being so confusing, so much crap going on, and me basically having, being so behind on everything.
What? We're
On
not going to
today's
acknowledge
show,
it.
Obviously,
Ignore the
it's
drama.
all about my day off, where we are with our current goals, which were just figured out on Friday.
Ignore the
But
drama.
Also, today I'm going to react to the Silent Hill F trailer.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Ignore the
So, yes,
drama.
We'll actually have some gaming and some chill vibes on today's show. Today's
Chill
gonna be
vibes.
really
Fuck it.
extremely
It's over.
the
He's
game
not
that we're
reacting
playing
to
with
anything.
Sweden and Avowed. So,
Chill
relax,
vibes. It's a
have
sleep
some
stream,
time
guys.
in
Click
the
off. Click off
place.
right
Ladies
now.
and gentlemen, I'll see you in just a sec for the first episode of the week of the Level 1 podcast.
Go fuck yourself, brother. He's not acknowledging anything. It's gonna be one of these. It's the bankruptcy. It's the bank leaks. It's like, what else? What other drama happened? I don't know. Ignore it. Move on. I don't know. I don't have my narrative fixed yet. I don't have it planned out. So we're going to have to acknowledge this in maybe like 3, 4, 5 months once I come up with a narrative that I can somehow spin it. And then we're far enough separated from the thing happening that, you know, you probably forgot the details and I can kind of pignosis you into believing certain things and talk in circles and like obfuscate details and shit. That's what's going on. It's the bank leaks. No. Gwet fucked everybody who showed up.
Gwet.
You thought it was going to be fun? No. It sucks. It's the guy. How exciting. Let's fucking go, bud.
Alrighty. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. It is Sunday, the 16th of March, 2025. I'm DSP, and welcome to a brand new streaming.
The brand dude streaming? What?
Of streams,
Brand
although
dude.
there are going to be some night streams that I'm going to be off, where I have to do some personal stuff behind the scenes, and I certainly hope that you will all join me for the fun over the course of the week. Nice, chill, good stuff coming up, okay? So it's funny, I was setting up for today, and as I'm setting up for
trolls, sock
I picked
accounts,
this RGB background.
Oh, fuck your RGB,
and I
dude.
thought about it for a second. I was like, when was the last time that I actually used this RGB background?
Oh my lord.
Well, oops, did I screw this up?
Obviously, this is much more exciting than drama.
This RGB background, I believe, is called like radioactive or something like that. Okay, it's supposed to have to do with like
these Imagine Dragons.
You know, like a Geiger counter going off because something is like, you know, radioactive in the environment or
the
whatever.
Snortex.
And I was like, oh yeah, the last time that I used this was when we were playing Stalker 2.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. I'm gonna pause for Skip Juice. DSP apparently messaged Review Tech. There's a clip of it. Source, trust me, bro. Just trust me. Review Tech said apparently DSP invited him to the pre-stream.
And I thought,
who knows when? Knowing DSP, it's probably like 2 weeks from now.
That game that we invested quite a lot of time
I
in.
forgot to mention that.
But then we were hitting a wall, and it basically was becoming a lot less fun, like really less fun. And we just dropped. And I thought about it, and I was like, did anyone actually complain about that? There was maybe...
Thank you for the skip juice.
He still has that crown in the back.
like 1 or 2 people who even mentioned it.
Yeah, Vin missed.
But I don't think anyone cared.
Too.
And it just stands to reason, I hate to say it.
Uh-oh.
A lot of these games that have come out in the last year...
We're talking about games.
They just come out and people play them because they exist. But I really don't think that many of them actually get the kind of like dedicated play.
Wait, what?
The kind of
Let me hear that again.
They just come out and people play them because they exist.
People play games because they exist.
I don't think that many of them actually get the kind of like dedicated.
Whatever,
there's all the hot fall releases coming out.
Get the fuck out of here.
And you get hyped for them. They come out, you play them. Everyone's talking about them. Everyone beats them. Everyone has something to say. Now the game comes out, like, oh, you talk about it for like a day, and then okay, what's the next one? Well, wait, what about this one that just came out? Yeah. You know, and with Stalker 2, the only reason that I played it was because you guys had said you thought I would be interesting to watch me try it, because I tried Stalker 1 and hated it, but this one was going to be more modernized, and that game was just so full of issues, right? It was definitely a little bit of a wonky.
People played it because it exists. Kind of like you stream and expect money for existing.
Trials and
correct.
The devs had gone through.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
thank you,
You
Redbird.
got a friend in me when the road is a long one.
Thank you for the 2, brother.
It just didn't even feel like a completed game experience. And since I was
Friendship
using
ended.
Endgame, it was just getting
It's over.
worse and worse.
We're
It
really
was just,
talking about
yeah,
video
people can
games,
see
by the
me
way.
from a mile away and shoot me with a shotgun and take 80% of my life from across
brother.
the field. Like, what is going on? And it just got so tedious and annoying. You remember that last stream where you had to go through a staircase to escape, and there was literally no way to fight the enemies and win. You had to just pump yourself full of a bunch of drugs and adrenaline and run out. And that's stupid. You know, like, wow, this game is poorly made. But it's just weird because we spent so much time with that game.
I think a fun thought experiment or a fun
and then the gameplay just
artistic
got so bad,
deep
I stopped
dive
playing
would
it,
be
and
to
people would
go
ask me
back
again.
and see the games recently, like the past
wow.
5 years,
But that's
that
what I
have
mean, like,
not
so many games
been
are like
bad
that.
and
You do a
bland.
couple times, like, no one cares.
Every game that he doesn't get
so
money
different now.
for
It used to
becomes
be,
trash.
hey, when
That's
I
all
start
it
a game,
is.
People absolutely want me to finish
we're
it.
live.
They want to see it from start
Sweet.
to finish. They want to hear my opinion. Now it's just kind of like, meh. Half these games aren't even worth the time to finish, you know? Right now, I'm having way more time and way more fun, I should say, with the time I'm spending in the games I'm playing. Like, I really like the Suikoden collection, of course. Why wouldn't I? These are classics
Okay.
from the 1990s.
He rage
PS1.
quit Stalker and Wage Quit Metaphor, the two best games of last year. 43 years old, pretending to be a pro gamer.
Thank you, Killer Queen bites the dust for the 5. Thank you.
Will it be good? I don't
Yeah,
know, but
dude.
I'm
He
super
loves
excited
video
about the
games.
game, and we always have
He
chill
loves
crap.
video games so much that
Play it,
the
right?
day after some drama happens,
You know,
he
Call of
chooses
Duty
to talk about
has
them.
actually been good with this Ninja Turtles event and everything. We've
I
had a lot of
guess.
fun.
That
I'm
shows
really
his
looking
love,
forward to
dude.
jumping back into it tomorrow as Master Splinter, mutating everyone into piles of mutagen with the stick. Like, it's gonna be cool, right? Street Fighter's been pretty good recently, playing the more old school games rather than focusing on the crappy modern ones. And of course, Pirate Yakuza is a game that is exactly as expected: fun, quirky, interesting, chill, fun, lots of interaction, fun combat. You know, it's all as to be expected. Now, this week we're gonna have Assassin's Creed Shadows coming up on Thursday, and I think for a lot of people this is a big question mark. Will this game be any good or not? No one seems to know. I don't either. You know, of course, now the people who are allowed to play it early access are absolutely kissing its butt. It's pretty ridiculous.
Are
And
we
then
chill
one
yet?
person is like, my wife found this review. She's trying to see,
Your
you know,
wife?
she's interested in playing it. And she's reading this review. She says,
Isn't she
why
dying?
in the review
Huh?
did this guy start mentioning
What?
that there's a tie-in that if you buy Red Bull or
Bull?
something like that, that you can get like, or if you go to the Red Bull website and you
I
enter
can't,
your-
Lucky
you get
Limes.
a code that
We're
gives you like,
live.
in-game DLC. I said, are you
No.
for real? She's like, yeah, it's right here in the review. I said, so the guy put an ad in his review.
Bruh.
That's all that is. That's
Who
an
gives a
advertisement.
fuck? Okay, quick recap. This dude reviewed Final Fantasy 15 and he was like talking about Cup Noodle so much that he eventually even bought Cup Noodle to review and then mentioned Final Fantasy in the Cup Noodle review. What the fuck? You did the same thing. Come on. All of this not to
So
talk
it
about Triple P.
begins. Okay, it
All of
begins
this so we don't talk about the
big ad
drama.
campaign to try
Shut
to
the
push
fuck up.
this
Get outta
game
here.
down our throats this week.
All right. Tell me
Anyway,
how she's dying again.
So that's what I mean. Like the stuff I'm doing. Oh, of course, indie games
Baby
too.
Bunny,
Like,
rest
I
in
can't wait
peace.
to play Kiosk again and wrap it up, and then play another indie game this week. I think it's going to be a good amount of fun. I do. So with everything that we've been doing, honestly, I think I've been having way more fun than just forcing myself to play a game like Stalker 2, where we played it for a while.
Oh
but
yeah,
man, it
he's
just
having way more
way
fun.
too much.
Obviously.
It was kind of a game that was kind of.
It
empty.
totally doesn't
You know
look
what I
like
mean?
he's
Like,
been
it didn't have
drinking.
substance. I'm just having a better time relaxing with you guys. and That's what it's all
Obviously.
about this week, anyway, with what we're doing. And we'll talk about the full schedule in a few minutes. But I'm back, and I hope that you all had a great Saturday. I did. I actually had
course.
legitimately a
Uh-oh.
really good Saturday.
Overcompensate. Let's go.
What did I do on Saturday? Well, I spent time with my wife,
He's
which is
trolling.
what I needed to do.
She's
Enough
dying.
baloney with drama and you know, bad stuff happening, and instead just spending a nice day off the internet with my family is
You like how he said that? Spending a nice day off the internet. I wonder why he spent the day with his wife, not on the internet.
exactly what I needed to do.
Is he trying to not make her look at the internet? Is he
spent a lot of time
monitoring
with
her
She actually was
internet
doing some different kinds
activity?
of chill gaming stuff. We watched some TV together. We had some good food.
You don't want her to
Yeah,
see it,
I
huh?
ran my usual errands, but particularly it wasn't so bad of a week where I had to do a million things. It was just relaxing. And, you know, that's exactly what I think we needed here. A nice, relaxing day.
What about
It
the
worked out
animals?
well.
The
You
family?
know, it allows me to come back refreshed of
The
some nice,
zoo?
calm mind today and jump into a brand new week of excitement and not feel like, oh, I'm in the middle of all this crap. Like last week was the opposite. Last week was like, I was so stressed out and messed up in the head and everything that, you know, going into
What?
last week. And now this week, things are just much better. Okay.
Yeah, why?
so
Can you tell us why? Did the bunny die?
I'm very excited for all of that. Now,
You know, I think by exotic animals, he probably just means an aquarium. He has a fish bowl with like 7 different types of fish in it. That's my guess, what he
if
means
you're
by exotic.
expecting drama, you're in the wrong spot. Place
No!
for drama. This is a place to chill and enjoy each other's company and have fun with games. And that's what you guys want. That's what you have expressed to me you want, and that's what you're going to get. All right? So I hope that you guys are ready for some chill fun today. You're in the right spot for that. Okay? And thanks for hanging out. So let's
It's a
begin
garbage
with how
stream.
we're doing, what we're working toward, and
Oh,
all that
boy.
before we get to gaming and other stuff. All right? So, FYI, last week was awesome. when it comes to hitting goals, when it comes to the events that we did. I mean, number one, we hit a bunch of goals and we unlocked the 5 Nights at Freddy's Marathon on Monday. The 5 Nights at Freddy's Marathon was incredibly successful, playing through all these 5 Nights games, me having a new opinion towards the series. Now, like I said, I'll probably go back and eventually replay 1 and try to beat it, or play 4 and get further in it, because they're both seem to be really good games that I'd like to play again. All right. Then again, you guys rallying, hitting goals again.
Season 17 is fire real,
which was a one-off random one of Girl Scout cookies. Admittedly,
Phil Exotic
kind of a weird
real.
one. We wanted to break it up and not have every single DSP tries to be fast food.
Those names.
And then we came to a determination that this next DSP tries it also will be special, because again, it won't be fast food or anything. I'm actually going to be getting food from a British restaurant in my area.
What?
That we discovered does British meat pies.
There's no Italians.
Bangers and mash and all kinds.
There's
of
no Italians in Seattle, but there's British
people. This week of 70 goals obtained. It's time to try British cuisine for the very first time. I have never, ever
beans on toast
had British cuisine in my life.
All right.
So this will be very interesting to try out for the first time and see what it's
like. We're going to
like.
order food. By the way, that's insane that we're still begging for food goals. When he told someone, or at least allegedly told someone, that his wife is dying, he's afraid she's going to die. He's concerned for her fucking death.
I'm sure many of you probably have never had.
Why are we enabling her eating habits? Because she's going to order too, right?
You know, it's not really.
Why are you killing your wife, Phil?
This place existed, and then I
New
started
theory.
searching for like a variety
He's killing his
in
wife.
my area, and it popped up, and it's relatively new. I'm like, oh, that's why I didn't even know it existed. It just opened like in the last year. So, well, here you go. Immediately, Ellipsian says, "Well, British food sucks. It's the blandest shit ever." I don't know. Is it? A lot of people say that British food, if made right, is good, but that a lot of people just make it bland and it's not good. So I don't know. I'll tell you this: if it's bland, I don't know why people in the United States would like it. People here like things that are just piled on grease and cheese and seasoning, right?
Okay.
So if this food's bland, I can't imagine this place doing well. But I want to try it. It's something different, right? So we're at 64 goals hit, all right? If realistically we start hearing about or start hitting goals, you know, relatively, you know, consistently, we could probably end up doing this around Tuesday, Wednesday, because we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. If that's 6 goals in a row, then we could do it Wednesday, right? Or if we have a little bit more, you know, speed there, we could actually do it earlier. However, it might not necessarily be as fast as people think.
What does
and
that
the reason
mean?
being is very simple.
Health?
I got to take a couple night streams off this week. It's looking right now
okay.
like it'll probably be Tuesday and Wednesday night. I don't want to, but it's that time of year. I have to get around to working on my tax stuff. You know, I can't put it off any longer at this point. There's about a month left to do it. I'm like, well, here we go. Just what I want to do.
You should stream doing his taxes
and go through all these numbers. And
why are we crying? Oh my God.
Information, and it gives me a headache. It bugs my eyes out. But I got to do it. It's frustrating, but that's life. That's America.
That's
Maybe
life.
they will abolish the income tax.
He's acting like he's the only one that has to do his taxes.
Have to do it moving forward.
No one else does taxes.
Until they do, I got to do this every year.
He's a
All
business,
right, so it
you
really
see.
Sucks.
You don't own a business. What do you know?
At the least, I have to miss Tuesday night. I just have to. I'm going to take the whole night to sit here and work as hard.
He has to.
Does he not have a tax guy? What is he doing?
Yeah, Vinmiss, thank you for the 2. He apparently he needs to compile all of the money he spent on business things.
As hard as I can and get as
all
much
the
done as I can,
purchases,
but it's just a tremendous amount of
and everything. He needs to compile it all together and then send it to the tax guy. So he's not even doing his taxes. He's literally getting receipts.
To try to put together
receipts of income and shit that he paid for. That's for the business. That's it.
Plus, I got to scan.
So this is something he's been doing for years that he complains about, but it's something that he could be doing as the year goes. Just make a fucking Excel sheet or something. Just track it as you go.
All this shit. All right.
Then you wouldn't have to do this. But of course, he's the guy.
Days. All right. I'm
several
days.
Most
too, but if it's more, what can I do? Right. So, let's see how it goes. But yeah, because I'm going to be missing streams this week, it likely means that unless we have like a crazy rally of overwhelming support, we're probably not going to be doing DSP Tries It in the first half of the week. And listen, I know some people are disappointed because they're like, well, Monday is St. Patrick's Day. Why can't you eat the British food on St. Patrick's Day? I mean, What can I do? You know,
British
it's
St.
just the
Patrick's
timing,
Day.
the timing of stuff. I know it would have been perfect to have it on St. Patrick's Day, but listen, I'm not expecting that today we're going to be hitting 6 goals
Great.
so that we could do this thing tomorrow. I mean, if we do, obviously tremendously amazing, and
The
thank
not
you in
so
advance
subtle
for
bag,
contributing
my
today to hit
favorite.
these goals. But I'm just
How
not
exciting.
foreseeing that insane level of support today. You know,
Hint, hint. Ironic
so,
begging.
Let's see. I mean,
Great.
tomorrow would be perfect, but some people are like, British food on the Irish holiday. I know that's what I said, and then people were like, yeah, but these meat pies and stuff have like Guinness in them, and Guinness, you know,
Oh my
is
God.
perfect for the holiday. And I was like, I guess.
They love the British.
I don't really know.
As we all know.
To be honest, I don't really pay attention, but
Irish
yeah,
and
I
British
guess
are
we'll
like the
see.
same thing, dude. They have Guinness in it. It's the same thing.
Eating British food on the Irish holiday would be so funny. Well, again, I don't think foresee it happening, you know.
Great.
So anyway,
he needs to beg again.
Let's see how it goes this week.
Wow.
I'm expecting, like I said, probably with DSP tries, it will probably hit it around the middle of the week to maybe later in the week, being that I have to have some streams off this week. You know, we'll play it by ear. Now, there's also another thing to mention that we have to figure out, which no one has really thought of because we've been moving so quickly. We just did a 50-goal marathon event last Monday, okay? Not even a week ago. But we're already at such an accelerated pace. What about the 100?
Great.
Right?
What a thing to discuss.
If we keep on pace for how we're doing, okay, arguably, let's
He really
let's say
is
we keep hitting
a
10 goals a week. Because we actually
manager.
do more than that, but this week I'm taking streams off.
This is a manager sales meeting.
Please just walk on to the highway, dude.
10 goals a week.
If only, Smitty.
Well,
Loverman Jensen.
Then that
With the
means
two.
probably by the very end to early next month,
If only.
okay, we're going to be hitting
In Minecraft.
100 goals. And the question is, what
Stellar
do you
Blade?
guys want to do for that event? And it's just going to be a little different. Allow me to explain.
Oh my God.
My birthday's coming up.
No.
Okay, my birthday is the first week of April. Taking a look at the calendar right now.
Oh man. Before he
Okay,
says anything,
and-
he's gonna try to ask for 100 goals before his birthday to do a special birthday event. And then during the event, he's gonna beg for money.
Almost always
Great.
do a birthday marathon on my birthday or right before or right after because it all depends on the day. This year, my birthday falls on a Sunday. Okay? So it would be perfect to come back from, you know, have a day off, maybe Saturday to spend with my wife. And then that Sunday is a big marathon to celebrate my birthday. But if I'm already having a marathon on the 6th because it's my birthday, then what's the 100 goal reward going to be? Because every 50, we've been doing a marathon. But I'm already going to do a
Is he
marathon.
gonna bait a drama
right?
reaction? I will talk
So we gotta
about
kinda figure
PPP.
What is
If
it
we
exactly
hit
that we wanna
100
do? I don't know.
goals, is that the
What do
bait?
you guys think? Does anyone have any ideas of something special that we could do for 100 goals hit? So to give some perspective here,
Oh, man.
first
I
marathon
don't need
we did was Mega
perspective.
Man
I
High
don't
School.
need perspective.
This is
Fuck
not
off,
viable.
dude.
Number one.
I don't need
On two,
perspective.
We
Here we
did
go.
play a whole playthrough of, and it worked out really well. Okay?
Drama.
Third marathon we just did, that was Five Nights at Freddy's. So what do you think?
He really
Let's see
just
here.
recapped the
24-hour
fucking
stream
goals.
is never going to happen. I'll tell you why. Here's why I
24
hours is just not viable. Number one, I'm too old. I'm in my 40s.
I'm too old.
Fit enough to sit here in this chair
What?
for 24 hours straight and not have physical issues and not kill myself.
Dude, you know what's insane about that? Real quick, you know what's insane about that? He sits down in this chair, and then when he's done, he goes and he sits down in his living room or on his bed or lays down in his bed. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not like when he finishes streaming, he goes to the gym or something.
Guys, it is now. I gotta
He goes from this chair to another chair.
get up every hour.
What the
and move
fuck?
around. I can't do it by myself. If I had a team of people, if it was me with two other
Yo.
guys, we were tagging in and out, I can't just do
What?
it myself. Sorry. It's just
Ashton and Andy.
And number two, I have a wife. I'm not going to say, hey, so honey, I'm not spending any time with you at all for the next day because I have to stream for 24 hours. So,
No way.
so that's not going to happen. All right, just to be honest, the 24-hour thing will never happen. Someone said, how about a marathon of the bad games that AVGN played? Well, AVGN has played a zillion bad games.
Why are we stealing someone
right?
else's
And I don't know which
channel's
ones
ideas?
would actually be viable.
What?
Because some of those games are NES, and are they on the Switch?
Oh my god.
You know,
You're on a
emulator, probably
PC,
not. Some
dude.
of the worst games probably aren't on there. Only the best ones.
What?
So how exactly would you play the worst games?
Oh my
can't do
god.
emulators anymore. That's out. You know, that's been ruled out.
What?
Shut all that shit down. So I'm actually not sure. I would like to do it. I think that would be fun.
This
I'd
dude's
play like
so
Silver Surfer
stupid.
and get tortured.
You're not allowed playing with emulators
And
anymore.
13. You know, all the games that he played at the beginning that were like the worst NES games possible, right? But how would I do it? We'd have to figure out how viable.
He says you can't play on emulators anymore.
Right?
Nintendo shut them all down. It's not allowed.
Retro game night. Again, I'm okay with that. Like a retro game day.
You
where we
get
just have a bunch of retro
arrested on
games
site.
while I'm drinking and stuff. No, I know Switch emulator was shut down, but the thing is, all the ROM sites are gone. Like they used to actively have
They're all
all
gone.
the freaking ROM sites, right? Every game was out there.
Really?
Now they've all either been scared into hiding or they've been shut down by Nintendo. Nintendo does not want anyone emulating their shit. So it's like, you know, it's not an easy thing to do.
Wow.
That's why they want you buying everything on their stupid Switch, Switch subscription program or whatever.
Yeah, everyone buys that. This is exactly what Andy was saying, Andy Worski. He was trying to get DSP to watch wrestling, and he didn't know how because he's fucking DSP and he's stupid as shit. So they sent him a list of websites that he could watch them on.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
he's
doing
like, I'm not going to click that.
Shout out yet. Someone said they sent me a tip.
fuck
I
you.
haven't done
You
any
suck.
shout outs yet. I will in a few minutes. Okay.
What a loser, man.
Star Wars marathon. How could I pull that off? Like, what,
oh, shut up.
On people nominating stuff, from my past to be able to watch it.
You cannot find anything on the internet. It's impossible, dude. Impossible. You can never do it. Emulators are just gone. You're not allowed. He's ignoring the drama.
Here's the thing. This is the first time I'm mentioning it. We definitely need to brainstorm this for a while. I want to make sure that the 100 goal reward is a really good one that you guys want. And then we're also doing the birthday marathon, you see? So the 100 goal reward is dependent on when we hit 100 goals. But the birthday marathon will happen probably on my birthday or right around it. So FYI, we're going to have a ton of special events coming up in early April, it sounds. It does. It sounds like early April is going to be like a ton of stuff saved up, which is fine. You know, I know that it'll be a little weird because we're going to be doing special long-form streams and stuff. But, I'm good with that. If you take a look at the early April, all right, we have Atom Fall on March 27th. We switched to direct.
Oh, okay. That's a skip from me, dog.
Right? One, maybe for the 100 goal one, we do one, and then for the birthday one, we do something I want to do, right? Like, I really enjoyed, I'm going to be honest, I really enjoyed the Mega Man Marathon. I thought the Mega Man Marathon was super fun. I had an absolute great time with it. Playing the retro Mega Man games, the music and everything, getting buzzed, it was fun. And maybe that should be like my birthday marathon, is I play what I want to play. And then for the 100 reward marathon, we do what you guys want. I'm okay with that. But let's talk about it. Let's figure it out together. We're going to have a couple of weeks, at least, to work on it and figure it out. All right? And it's going to be fun. This new system of, doing these tiered milestones.
Thank God.
Why not play Star Wars: The Old Republic? Lol.
I don't know, Plush the Duelist. Thank you for the
has worked
2.
really well. And
he's basically just gonna ask you what you want.
So if you want,
so that if it doesn't work out, he can blame you for it.
See, British food, including meat pies.
We're recapping. We're really recapping what he just did.
Retro RPGs that mean something to me that I can add to a lot and make a great playthrough of. Okay, let's keep it up, and thank you to those who have been doing that all
Let's
along.
ignore the
I really
drama.
Appreciate you. Okay, so notably, let's do some shout outs right now. Then we'll review the schedule for the week. Then I'm going to react to this Silent Hill F trailer, and then we'll go from there. Okay? All right. So let's start at the beginning. Let's take a look.
This is going to be him ignoring anything that has to do with drama.
So thank you, JDTV, for a $1 tip. If and when anything will happen with anything, I will announce it formally.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I hope that you understand that.
What a vague, mysterious message.
You hear rumors and you hear things, and unless you hear it from the king's mouth, it's not true.
Nothing's true.
Simple. Okay.
He never had a bunny, dude.
Right now, I have nothing to announce whatsoever about anything. So there.
Oh, review tech. Okay. Review tech.
I received a $2 tip.
He just basically proved it was true. So what's the point of hiding it? I don't know.
Lego Games Marathon would be sick. It ties in with DSP Builds It. There's many types of Lego games you could play. They're digestible and have fun missions throughout. Ages ago.
Yeah, he still called himself a king there. That's great.
Various Lego games. I have played Lego games over the years.
How funny would it have been if he showed up today with the background changed? Because he just copied Triple
Kids
D.
parties don't take this much planning, dented.
A long time ago, I think I did Lego Jurassic World.
Yeah, he's got to schedule everything.
Thank
you, Smitty. Whipperman Jensen.
Yeah, there's just a ton of good stuff, okay? And the thing is, they're a certain style of game. What do I mean by that? I mean that they are not super serious. A lot of them are very cartoony and fun, and they kind of take the IPs that they're associated with, maybe like Star Wars. Remember I did this whole Star Wars Lego trilogy years ago?
He really said Lego is not a super serious style
It's very
game.
entertaining to play through that because it is kind of silly.
And then said, what do I mean by that?
A marathon of Lego? I don't know. Like, I could see, like, doing a playthrough of a Lego game and we bring it back from time to time as a chill night stream. I don't think people are going to care that much about Lego. And who wants to see someone jump between various Lego games in the same stream, right?
How about the guy who suggested
it? No,
Great.
I'm not completely shutting it down, but as a marathon, I don't think so. As a playthrough or a game we play as a chill stream from time to time, that I can see. But I don't necessarily see it as a marathon potential or a marathon material. You know what I'm saying?
He sounds kind of hungover to me.
Thanks, Kev92, for a €5 super chat. What's hilarious is the stuff you're bringing up, I know absolutely nothing about. And it's just nonsensical stuff right now, and I'm not even going to address it. Okay?
Thank you.
You got to understand. What did I say at the beginning of the show?
Maybe he wasn't here.
There's no drama. This is a chill stream.
No drama.
We're going to relax. We're going to have fun. As much as you guys want to try to derail and push stuff into a direction like that, it's not going to go that way, so you can just cut the shit right now. I don't care about this stuff. I never did. Okay?
Wait, what? What do you mean you never did?
Okay.
Why did you contact them to do drama then, if you never cared?
We got a super chat. We got a couple of tips.
All right.
Right, let's get our first.
Thank you for
what
the skip
I mean by that? Well, what I mean is I'm gay.
Well, you know, I'm gay.
Thank you,
Roxas. Let's get our first sub or gifted sub over on
begging.
Kick. And let's get a membership or a gifted membership.
I'm skipping that. I can't handle this. So I guess unless you hear anything from him, it's not true. We're banning more people. Let's see. I think it's good to get things off your chest, hun. Banned.
Yes, I literally just said I'm playing Assassin's Creed Shadows this week. In fact, we're going to go through the schedule in just a moment. All right? But I don't think
he's getting mad.
Yet.
You talked about drama a week ago. It's hard to keep up with the changing narratives.
But I am playing it on Thursday. We're going to give it a shot.
Thank you for the
No, I'm not.
This is a chill stream. I don't want to talk about PPP and Andy spit roasting me above a fire last Friday. Or August proving me wrong. Again.
Thank you, Maximus. Of course, totally.
Getting a meta equestrian doing VR. We already.
He'd rather do this.
I'm not going to invest a whole bunch of money into VR just so I could drop it again within like a month.
Okay.
And essentially, I've been there, done that. I know the gimmick. There's no real killer apps for these things. And I can't interact with you guys when I'm in the VR headset anyway, because you can't, see things. You can't shout out anything. So, no, I'm not doing VR. It's a waste of time.
Waste of time. There's nothing in it for me. What's in it for him? Nothing.
Detractors are sad that a $5 super chat and says AVGN's friend Mike Matei actually plays all the games and records the footage. James is a fake gamer. Detractors are sad. Are you like a decade? Are you living in like 2015?
Bruh. You're asking him that?
Did you realize that the Angry Video Game Nerd doesn't do anything with Mike Matei for like tons of years? The Angry Video Game Nerd teamed up with this company a long time ago.
He watched the YouTube video about this.
Screenwave Media.
He watched the YouTube video.
Okay? They are a partnership network on YouTube. They essentially only have and care about James Rolfe. Okay? I think they have a few other minor people under their umbrella, but it's just James Rolfe. And James wanted to retire a very long time ago. Like, he was done with all of this.
Why are we assuming
the story goes...
What's the story? Who is this from?
His movie. His movie was the most arduous, challenging, stressful, awful thing he ever did in his life. It essentially ruined his life. It tanked. It made no money. He lost money on it. And when he came back from doing it, he was just like a crushed guy. Like,
I don't think that's true, by the way.
It failed, and he's like, well, fuck this. And he was going to quit. And then basically what happened was this Screenwave company said, well, you're our moneymaker. So here's what we want to do. Like, we want to take up the reins of the AVGN content. We'll write the episodes. We'll play the games. We'll capture the footage for you. We'll do all of this stuff. And all you got to do is act. No longer do you have to write the scripts. No longer do you have to have involvement.
I
We'll
think
do
the
it
movie
all.
was way before
And so all
the
of a sudden,
Screenwave
people started to notice
but
a distinct difference in the
okay.
quality of the AVGN episodes.
Like
the
4
production
years
quality
earlier?
actually increased. Like you started to see crazy effects and things like that. Hired actors were coming in as extras. But the actual writing, the quality of the episodes dipped because it wasn't funny anymore.
All
It was
right.
just kind of
It's like Project 7, dude.
because it
No.
was. He wasn't writing them. Now, from time to time, he apparently does still have his hand in certain episodes, but man, they're just not what they used to be. Like, for example, he made one about a month ago, and people were telling me in the chat about it. They were asking me, did you ever play Gex? And I was like, no, I never played Gex. Why? And oh, because AVGN just did an episode on it. So I went and I watched it, and it's a Gex trilogy, right? He's playing the Gex trilogy. I literally didn't crack a smile the entire video.
Okay.
There was nothing funny at all in the entire video.
What does this
mean? It was
mean?
just, you could tell he didn't write it. You could tell he's just an actor. Someone played it, someone captured it, awful. I'm like, oh God. Like, this is what the thing is, though.
I don't
Is
know.
sometimes there is an episode that's pretty good, and every once in a while I'll drop by his channel just to check it out and see if anything is good. And
Why
sometimes
are we
there's good
picking
stuff
our
like,
face? Oh my God.
last year he had a really good episode. Well, not last year, maybe 2 years. I don't even know. He
This
had a
dude's
Halloween
hungover,
episode
man. He's so hungover.
that was based on his old Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde reviews, and it had a tie-in with like what's the oh God, what's the movie about the possession of the girl? And everyone says like not Poltergeist. Fuck, I can't think of the name of it right now.
Can't think of it.
But it's the one where the girl's head spins and she vomits everywhere. So it's a whole tie-in episode where he acts like he's a priest and everything, and it's well done. And I was like, dude,
He doesn't know The
he had
Exorcist.
big input in this episode. Maybe he didn't do the whole thing, but he definitely had big input in that. The Exorcist, thank you. I have no idea why I couldn't figure
Why
it
are we
out.
listening
The
to
Exorcist.
detractor drama videos about
Every once in a while, he does a good
AVGN,
one, and most of the time they're bad.
but ignore
he
everybody
hasn't had
else when it
anything
comes
like
to
Tay
him?
or anything in 100 years. Like, they do nothing together anymore. So you're like way outdated detractors are saying.
That's not even true, by the way.
Where you get your information from, but
But okay.
you got to get caught up.
I saw they did like a stream together.
How do you
or
not know the
something,
lore?
Like 2 years ago or a year ago.
Okay. An Army of
But okay.
Tigers also did a $5 super chat. Says, happy Sunday. Have a great week. Thank you, Army of Tigers. I appreciate that. I plan to have a pretty good week.
Hey, misery merchant.
Okay.
Welcome. This is a chill zone. Look at how chill we are. We're having so much fun on level chill.
All right.
All right. Ignore any drama posts.
I received a $5 tip. Hold on.
We'd rather talk about how AVGN is
From
not
the
funny.
hottest woman in college. Yes, I'm sure. I'm in favor of abolishing income tax. Good riddance. Anyways, what's your ideal tax system? I don't know. I honestly don't know because
I pay no
every
tax,
time that I hear that they're going to do like
and
tax
everyone else
reform and
pays
stuff, I get
me.
nervous because our lawmakers tend to have a big idea that sounds good, but then they don't implement it right. Like universal health care, right?
Like
that
a
sounds
FNAF
good,
marathon, right?
right?
Right? Like the politics show, right? What about DSPReacts? That was a good idea on paper, and then you fucked it up. Right?
Here we are. So
I don't know.
To do it to them, snipe.
this
Snipe?
thing just
He never wants to fend game lobbies, it's always lame kitten food for himself, and that's how you end up getting diabetes eventually too much fast food.
did it reset?
Apparently he's
Side
killing
update
his
and the
wife
whole thing
too,
reset.
which
Are
is
you serious? Did that pop up on screen?
I don't know. Sounds
I don't
real
want
to
that.
me. Thank you.
I
Skyhook
definitely
64
don't want that.
for the 5. We're still trying to hit his goals so
Did
that he
something
can
pop
order
up on
food.
screen
Okay.
right there and make a sound, or was that just through the site?
I still can't believe that he's trying to ignore the baby bunny thing. No, I'm sorry, the bunny that passed away. We're not
Yeah,
even
they
going to
updated
talk
the
about
site
it at
with this.
all.
Oh God, they've got all kinds of new stuff they added now.
All right.
Ugh.
fine. Ugh.
Did you guys see or hear anything right there on the screen? Did it make a noise for you guys or no? If no, then we're okay.
He's talking about cat. Yeah.
No? Okay, good. Because they updated the site, now the whole thing's screwed up. They did it on my day off, I guess.
Yeah, he's waiting till he can find the narrative. That's why we're getting a chill session. So tune back in like 6 months when he figures out what to respond with. And when we're far away enough
Hopefully
so
they
that he
fix it.
doesn't,
So let me
hopefully you don't
test.
remember enough.
This was a $5 tip.
That's what's happening.
Okay, I think we're good.
This is what we
They
get
just-
instead.
They updated the site. It distracted the hell out of me. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Our American lawmakers tend to have all these lofty ideas. But then
No.
They don't have a proper plan to implement them, but then they launch them anyway. So, for example, universal health care under Obamacare. Oh, this sounds great if everyone gets universal health care, except they didn't put the infrastructure in to make it work. So they launched it. They literally launched it, and then no one could get it. Like me, I moved across the country in 2014, so I lost my insurance that I had when I lived in Connecticut.
Oh, man.
And I had to apply for and get new health care here in the state of Washington. And when I contacted the state of Washington, they said, oh, well, we're not really like set up to do it right yet. So send us all your info and we'll get the process rolling. So I did. And then it was like months and I heard nothing. And then I contacted them again. I'm like, well, what's going on with this? I need health insurance. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I just kind of sat here for months. But now, months later, we kind of have a process set up so we can get it rolling. I was like, but I've been here for 3-4 months. I still don't have health care. You told me you were working on it. You know?
Dude, you should bring back the politics channel. This would be content
see
gold.
what I'm saying?
Obviously.
That's how our government works. They rush things into
Wait,
practice,
so what
but
was
then
the
they don't have a way
complaint?
to actually do it? So, we're gonna change all the income tax. Okay.
So what was
great.
the complaint?
How will that work?
It just took a while? Like, yeah, dude,
Exactly.
it's the government.
So there's no income tax. So then where does the money come from to run the entire country?
This is a gaming podcast, right?
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
indeed.
where will
it's
the
a
money
chill
come from?
session.
So I just, I'm nervous because when they say, well, we'll get rid of this tax, but we'll do this. Like one thing that they were saying was, we want to
he doesn't even
simplify the
vote.
tax code, right? We want to make it
Doesn't
incredibly
vote.
simple. We just want to make it so that you could do taxes ridiculously quick. All right. And then you're done. Okay, great. But if you simplify the tax code, what about people like me who own their own business? And I have all kinds of things in place. Like, for example, all right, this room is my studio / office, and it's 100% exclusively used for work because I have a room in my house like this. It's able to be written off to some extent for taxes. So I save on my taxes because I have a room in my house for my home business, you see? And every year, whatever the tax law is, it fluctuates. I don't know. I have no idea. Tax people do it for me. I pay them for it. So if they simplify the tax code, does that just mean, oh, I don't get this anymore? It's gone, right? So the way I can see it is, oh, you simplify it, and people who have
Just call yourself a charity at this point,
ways
man.
that they make money. Like I just work a job, I get hours, W-2, simple filing, done. Great.
I don't even
What about
understand
someone
what he's
like me
trying to
with
say.
all these things that are complicated that I get benefit from?
All
That's
these
what takes me
things.
so long to do my taxes, just for clarification. I literally count every single transaction, every expense, every dollar that comes in. It's very complicated.
No, you
They
don't.
can simplify it, but it may end up that I have to pay way more taxes. So, no, I don't care about, oh, it's easier to do my taxes, but I have to pay double. No, I would rather not pay double. I'll take the extra time to do the taxes the longer way.
He doesn't
if
even
I
do
can
his
save
taxes,
money.
by the way.
Do you see the difference?
He doesn't do his
So-
taxes, so I don't even know what he's saying.
That's what's making me nervous is that are they going to, oh, let's rush something out there, but then it ends up screwing everything up. Other people have said, well, Trump wants to make it so that tips are not taxable. Well, that's great. But what constitutes a tip? Right now, we say that any contribution you guys give me through PayPal is a
What do
tip.
we say?
Okay, it's not
We
a donation.
say it's a
It
tip?
cannot be classified as a donation because that's a whole different, thing with taxes. And it's not. I pay taxes on all of my income. Okay,
No.
but is there a determination between, say, if you send a super chat, if you gift a sub, or if you tip me legally? I don't know.
Oh,
Can we figure
man.
that out? Would I have to figure that out? What if I do it the wrong way? I just.
Go to jail.
So that's what makes me nervous is when you change the tax code.
He
will it
pays
benefit me
someone.
overnight.
This is
there
so
gonna be something that
stupid.
messes up and it screws me over. I don't know, but we won't know because nothing's happening yet. And the thing is, FYI, anything that happens that goes through won't be affecting for another year or two anyway. These things take years to implement. They don't affect this year. This year is all the same. So, all right. So thanks, guys, for your support. I appreciate your early support. What are we at now? 23 bucks?
Only
Let's
23?
keep it rolling. Thanks
Oh
for
my
the super
God.
chats and the tips. Let's get our first member and our first sub of the day. We haven't had any members or subs yet. So let's try to get that momentum going, get that rolling, shall we? Okay.
He's so nervous about taxes. He pays someone to do the taxes. He's acting like he needs to learn
it. The thing
it.
is, I already played all the Castlevania games, JDTV. All four of the classics. So the marathon doesn't really make sense.
Nothing makes sense.
As soon as he found out Red was really sick, he ran out and put a life insurance policy on her.
I think she already had, but I'm not sure. Weary Traveler, thank you for the 5. That wouldn't surprise me though, honestly.
Right?
If he's afraid of her passing away.
Okay.
If that's true at all. Allegedly, he said that. Would that really surprise you?
All right. Very briefly, let's cover the schedule for this week.
Oh my
FYI, this schedule could change. Okay, it really could. It all depends on several factors, like when we hit goals, how things go with me, working on taxes and the like. But here's what we're looking at for the week so far. We've got today, Suikoden 1 HD Remake, which should be very chill and fun. Tonight, we got more Avowed. Tonight may be the night that Avowed gets retired, because tonight we're doing story, and everyone keeps telling me the story's awful. So if it's true and the story is actually awful, maybe we're retiring the game tonight. We'll find out. Tomorrow will be Black Ops 6.
I hate the schedule so much.
I'm very excited for, because we now unlocked all the Ninja Turtle content. So it's going to be fun to run around as Splinter and boot people with his staff and, you know, be playing as Raphael and doing stuff. You know, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good stream. I hope you'll join me for it. There's other guns we've unlocked as well that we can try, other Ninja Turtle related guns and stuff.
Oh boy.
Also, Indies Night.
I'm
We're
so
going to
over
finish
this.
the kiosk game that we started last week. That is the game where you're making, you know, food at a small food kiosk building, but also there's a horror twist to it. So we're probably going to wrap that up tomorrow. And if we have time, okay, we can actually play another indie game. Now, FYI, someone has donated to me a new game, Disco Elysium. Now, I don't know if you guys want to see me start Disco Elysium and try it or not. People over the years have said that it's a really great game. They think that I would enjoy, but I really don't know much about it. So I guess we'll see. Do you want Disco Elysium or not? You know, I should probably make myself much larger. I don't know why I'm so small. It's because I was doing fighting games on Friday, and there we go. I never increased my size, considering we're doing a podcast. I probably want to be visible.
He's never increased his size.
Then on Tuesday, it will be Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which I'm excited for, because we're
Oh,
going to advance the
sorry.
plot.
Tell me about how your wife is
start doing
dying and
pirate
how you
battles
killed
and
your
shit and
rabbit,
everything,
please.
Okay? Tuesday night is the first night I have to take off. Okay? Have to work on these taxes. Wednesday, more of the Suikoden remake. And again, I'm probably going to be taking Wednesday night off in order to
I am truly suffering here,
stuff.
boys.
So, FYI, Thursday, which is not on there yet, is probably going to be the premiere of Assassin's Creed Shadows and the next episode of Smart Guys. Now, I know you guys have questions about Smart Guys.
Oh, here we go.
What's going to
Drama
happen with the show? Are you
finally
going solo? Have
Review
you talked
Tech
with
is coming on Smart Guys.
Yes. I am
Review
gonna be continuing
Tech.
with the show. Yes, I am going to be rolling solo. Yes, I
Oh,
have been
okay.
talking with possible hosts. I've already had one or two that kind of have been eliminated for various different reasons. Like one person's like, oh, I'm interested. I'm like, have you ever been on camera before? Have you ever done a show? No. Okay, well, I don't want this to be your test run. You know, the whole
Who was
idea is
this
to get
person?
someone who's done content before.
Was it Darziak?
Even if you like wrestling, I want
Was
people
it
on the show
Jade?
that kind of know what they're doing. Okay? All right? I've been talking to a bunch of people, and, you know, I'm working with them. All right? Some people already have, like, these big, lofty ideals. I'm like, wait, what? All right, here's how it works. Smart Guys is a wrestling commentary show where I'm going to cover Raw and SmackDown. Maybe we'll change it up from time to time because I have access to AEW. I think I may have access to NXT and maybe even TNA because I have a VPN, so I think I would be able to actually get, like, everything if I wanted to, okay?
The VPN that the boys taught him to use.
Yeah, so...
They're
you know,
lingering
I've
ghosts
always
in the
think, people,
background.
oh, well, what if I come on with this guy and this guy and this guy? Wait, what?
Huh?
Let's
What?
relax. Let's just talk this out, you know, rationally, calmly. Let's go slow. Let's not immediately talk about, let's bring in a
fuck
team
does that
of 10
mean?
people. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I
of
mean?
10
Like, let's just
people.
relax. A team of 10 people.
Team of 10 people?
I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean? Like, let's just relax and figure this out.
That was his idea, by the
This
way.
is what we want to do.
Real quick.
Finna make his return debut on Smart Guys loudly crying.
Thank you, Majin Bulin, for the 2. Wouldn't that be
So,
something? That was his idea, by the way. Speaking of people making returns to Smart Guys, that was his idea to rotate guests every week and like have them one at a time appear on the show.
For this week,
now he's telling people to calm down for suggesting that, but it was his idea.
there will be a Smark Guys on Thursday night.
Guys?
But I don't know if I'll be going solo, and I don't know if it'll be a co-host trial or not. I'm curious. We'll figure it out. But I did order a actual new pack of WWE trading cards,
of course,
for the show.
Obviously,
because every $100 that we raise during Smark Guys, I will open a pack, just like I did last week, and it should be arriving soon. I think it's supposed to be arriving within the next couple of days. So I guess we'll see. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's it. Now, things could change during the week. All depends on how things go, and I'll let you guys know if and when things change. Like already, people are like, "What is this going to happen? Is this going to happen?" Listen, when I'm ready to announce stuff and talk about stuff, I will let you know. Fair enough. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I think we've covered
what is
the stuff that I wanted to cover up front. The one other thing that I definitely want to do is I want to react to the Silent Hill F trailer that came out the other day.
Oh my fucking God.
It came out like right as I was like doing my stuff.
Hello, Derek. Welcome to Smart Guys.
I have not seen it. This will be my honest first time watching and reacting to this trailer. Okay, so give it a look together, shall we? Here we go. Here we are. Probably too loud. Oh no, it might not be too loud at all. I guess we'll have to see when I hit play here. Okay. Josh Burkitty is great, Cracker Jacks. Thank you for asking. Okay.
What about the other animals?
Ready?
What about the exotic zoo?
Ladies and gentlemen,
come on.
Let's watch the Silent Hill F reveal trailer
Phil
together.
Exotic?
I'm a big fan of Silent Hill. I've played pretty much every game in the series. I think there's one I didn't because it's like not readily available on anything modern. But I love the series.
One?
I've played and replayed many of the games.
Which game?
Love survival horror. This is going to be their newest installment. And man, has there been a long time since there's been a new installment of Silent Hill. So finally, a new one will be welcome. All right, let's see what all the hoopla is about. Silent Hill F.
Oh my
Hopefully
God.
it's not a dud.
Project 7.
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。
Uh-oh.
Oh God, it's
騙せてる
Japanese.
と思う？
Oh God. Chicky? What? What do they say?
What the heck? What was going on there? What was she crouched over? Right? What the heck was that?
ひなこはお友達と。
This is so ass, dude.
I'm blocking the subtitles. Dang it.
I don't know what I expected.
Hold on.
He could just move the subtitles, by the way. All right, instead, let's be
myself over
stupid.
a bit.
Let's be fucking stupid instead of moving the subtitles.
Okay, that should work.
友達は永遠じゃないのよ。彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。ひなこ？あ、ごめん。何？
Well, I guess it's set in Japan, which is the first, right? Silent Hill's always been set in, America? Now it's Japan, so that's weird. A weird change. How does that make sense? Obviously, it's not going to take place in the town of Silent Hill, then.
天秤にかける価値
Okay.
があるかどうかしっかりと判断し。
It's in Japan, huh? That's weird. It's a weird fucking country, right?
Ew. Stepped on a crispy hand. Squishy.
It wasn't too long ago that he was shitting on reactions like this. I'm not a fucking clown. I don't want to make faces to the camera. I don't want to fake laugh. All right, DSP.
So, whoa. I mean, before we continue, like, it's just confusing because you know this is all pre-rendered. This is not in-game cutscene or in-game gameplay. So, is it first person?
What?
Is it third person?
Oh my God.
You know, Resident Evil went first person now. Is this series going to go that way too?
This dude
that
sucks,
latest
man.
Silent Hill game that they came out with last year, that was really short, remember?
How do we know that this is pre-rendered, by the way?
That one was first person. So I wonder if they're just going to kind of follow suit or not. It's hard to tell.
It's a reveal trailer, Phil.
Well, the town transformed.
They're going to give you a gameplay breakdown when they reveal the game.
自分でもおかしいと思うの。
Now she's in like feudal Japan out of nowhere.
Whoa.
Oh, is this? Are they going for an aspect where the normal town is a real like modern town in Japan, but then when it goes to the Silent Hill side, she ends up getting sucked into the past of feudal Japan? That would be an interesting take. I don't know how the hell that ties into the lore of Silent Hill, though.
Oh my fucking god, man. The lore of Silent Hill.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
STFU, it's a trailer. At branded Hillel Peep.
Hell! It's gonna be a disturbing game.
I'm already disturbed, brother.
Look at that. Oh god, it's gonna be creepy stuff, man.
Thank you, Lord Kane, for the 2.
Also, no sirens. You hear that? No air raid sirens.
I like how he physically pointed to his ear.
Oh, yummy.
That was pretty good. This is truly what we're choosing to do instead of addressing the things that actually matter.
I don't know. I have no idea what this plot is, man.
You know what that tells me too? That a lot of it is true because DSP needs to come up with the narrative to defend himself against it.
Wow.
Because it's like with the Champions when his name got exposed and he didn't want to talk about it. The bank leaks was the same and the bankruptcy was the same when all of that info came out. He just, when the initial reaction is to reject it, not confront it or acknowledge it and just ban everyone talking about it, it kind of just tells me that it's true.
Oh!
That was a real reaction, obviously.
Well, it looks disturbing as heck. It looks scary as heck.
Does it?
I just don't know what it's going to be. It looks like it might be third person because she picked up the weapon like you would do in regular Silent Hill and beat the enemies with it.
So he has a bunch of pets.
Will be,
he thinks Cat is dying.
Again, which I probably prefer because now we have so many first-person horror games.
Why does he care so much about?
But it's really hard to read, right? Like at this point, it's probably early on. We don't know. Maybe we don't know when it's coming out. Just his wish list now, right? There's no date here.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Raven Lux, for the 5.
The writer for Higurashi and Minako is working on the game, and I'm going to be so angry if he kitten all over it.
He's kind of just fence sitting for now. We don't know anything.
I get a Chaos Realm 01 cringe for this 220.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
Thank you, King B.
I mean, this changes a few things.
For the 2.
Silent Hill has always been tied to that town, that place. And although these different people have different ties to it, it always seems to tie back to Silent Hill. In this case, is it Silent Hill?
Wasn't one of them not in Silent Hill?
Like, what does this have to do with Silent Hill? Are they going to pull a Resident Evil? Where now...
Like 3?
It has nothing to do with Umbrella and the T-Virus, but instead now there'll be like some overlapping horror arc where there's this haunted dimension, but it's in other places too.
Okay,
it's not just in Silent Hill. Like maybe all the games up to now took place there, but now this one they're going to show that there's actually other haunted places in other parts of the country too, right? Or not country, world. This is Japan, right?
Yeah, the Japan part of the USA.
Huh. I did like the aspect that somehow she got sucked back into the past. That seems pretty unique to me.
To play the shitty games that suck ass.
So I wonder how it's going to work, honestly.
Huh. Pretty good.
I don't know. Looks good.
Nice
That's all I
fence
can say. It looks good. There's with so limited information, there's only so much you can say.
This sucks.
I think it looks
He's so
good.
ass, man. His takes
And
are
I have
so
hopes for it.
ass.
I mean, at this point, any Silent Hill is better than no Silent Hill.
What a
We've
take.
wanted Silent Hill to
Is it,
return
though?
in so long, but I think the main criticism that everyone's going to say is it really Silent Hill if it doesn't take place in Silent Hill? And that I'm not going to argue with you. You know, is it really Final Fantasy if they change all the elements that made it Final Fantasy? It's still a good game, but is it Final Fantasy? That's what happened with Final Fantasy 16.
Why wouldn't it
so
be
what about this?
Silent
Is it Silent Hill? If it plays like Silent Hill and has
This
horror
sucks.
aspects, but it has nothing to do with the lore and the location of Silent Hill, then is it Silent Hill?
I also like how he made up an argument that people are saying and then says, I can't argue with you. Dude, it was your own fucking argument. I don't even know
Or are
who
they
he's
just going
talking
ahead
about.
and doing this on purpose because they want the name notoriety and they hope that the game will sell more copies because they.
Why are we talking about other people's
right? I mean, again, it doesn't
potential
even have
opinions?
The actual the air raid siren when it's going from real world to horror world, and that's like a synonymous thing with Silent Hill. So, all right. Personally, I
voices in
think it
his
looks
head.
good. I'll play it. I'm excited for it. I wish we had more info about it. We don't, but I'm down for it when it comes out. Could be a great playthrough, especially if it comes out maybe later this year. Sweet.
I think there is more info about it. I saw like tweets where there was a little bit more info.
Good
Maybe
stuff.
from an article or something.
All right, so folks.
But of course, he
Super
doesn't know.
Bonchan says maybe they should have just called it a Ring Grudge whatever game, not Silent Hill. Yeah, again, they could have called it exactly. They could have just named it something different and it didn't have to say Silent Hill. Even if it plays like Silent Hill, people are going to have issue. I know they are. People are very
Why
very
are we
defensive
talking
of
about
the
other
intellectual property that
people?
they know and love and grew up with. You can't just, oh, here's a new game in the series. Okay, what does it have to
Okay, I'm gonna nitpick this. This is so
be
annoying.
Silent Hill? Even if it plays like Silent Hill, people are going to have issue. I know they are.
People are gonna have issue. Dude, he's the one that had an issue. He's the one that brought up, well, it's not in Silent Hill, it's in Japan, huh? That's weird, man. That's fucking weird. Is this Silent Hill?
People are very...
He's the one that did it, and then he's putting it on other people. He's now making it other people's opinions.
They're very defensive of the intellect.
Like, that's the problem with this dude's video game opinions and shit.
Silent Hill, this Silent Hill that give her a pill.
Actual property that they know and love and grew up with. You can't just... Fuck.
Silent Hill
Which
this,
one was fuck?
Silent Hill that. Yeah, dude, she should have just got a pill and left her there. She would be less afraid. That's this dude's takes, and that's what Kino Casino was talking about.
They're trying to benefit from the name.
He doesn't even add anything. This is his own stream. On their stream, he didn't add anything to the conversation.
Downpour 5?
He adds even less somehow on his own stream.
Was it?
He just said, yeah, I don't know. Could be good, could be bad. We don't have enough info. It could be cool, though. That's all he said.
I played Downpour. That was actually the first Silent Hill game I ever played because it was a new release back in the day.
Like, I know I'm complaining to the void right now, but like, dude.
It was Homecoming. Okay, did I play Homecoming?
That's what
Sounds
makes
familiar.
you
I feel
him,
like
dude.
I did.
Thank you, Smitty, for the 2. You lose
Morning, Mark. How
brain
you doing,
cells
man?
listening to this
Yes,
guy.
I had a good day off.
He tells you other people's Twitter opinions, and then he just sits there with his arms crossed, hoping that you give him money for his takes.
Yeah.
But there was no
I see it
take.
going both ways. Like, if they don't tie it into Silent
That's
Hill,
it.
people are going to be upset that, why did you call it Silent Hill? But let's say they do tie it into Silent Hill and it becomes like Resident Evil. How Resident Evil is now like, oh, there's a spore or a fungus that's mutating people. It's like, wait, what? The whole idea was supposed to be a virus turning people into zombies and monsters. Now you're just fucking fungus creatures all over the world. There's villages of this shit. Like, what are you talking about? You've overblown the plot, right? It's jumped the shark. And I feel like, sadly, if they're like, oh, so there's pocket horror dimensions all over the world. It's not just the town of Silent Hill, but anywhere where something awful and traumatic happened, you get sucked into this horror world.
He knows all about mold in his house. He hates mold because he lives
You
with
ruined it. The whole idea was that it was supposed to be based around this one thing, right?
Why would it have to stick to that one thing, though? Why can't they ever change anything ever about anything?
Yes, I know Fatal Frame and Forbidden Siren. I've played them both.
There's like 25 Resident Evil games. What are they going to do?
And yes,
Small
of course,
town
this has similar atmosphere
infection?
because it's also set in Japan. Correct.
Whatever, dude. I don't care. Nothing could ever change, but if it doesn't change, it also sucks. If you change it too little, he would also complain that everything
Well, why
is
does it have to
the
happen
same.
in one spot? How does that ruin it? Well, why does it have to be called Silent Hill? Right? Why does it have to be called Silent Hill then?
I don't know, dude. Maybe if they called it Horror Lady Game, it wouldn't sell as much as a Silent Hill game. Why do you have to title all of your streams something? DSP fixes it. DSP builds it. I don't know, dude. It's marketing. Whatever. Maybe it'll be good.
Okay. Anyway, well, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover for
Great.
today.
Let's
we
bag.
got it done. So now we will open up the stream to Q&A for about 30 minutes or so till the end of the show, unless we run out, in which case we
Yeah, Lord Kane.
Okay? So let's see what you guys want to talk about today.
Look at how hard
Tag
we're
me in the
going
chat. Any contributions come in, I will shout them out.
to avoid talking about Triple P.
What's up
and
with you,
his
Michael? Good morning. How you doing?
friend. He so badly doesn't want to talk about it.
I would argue that Silent Hill is on par with Resident Evil. Yes, I would. Resident Evil originally had its roots kind of steeped in reality, meaning it was supposed to be like realistic horror. What if an evil corporation actually engineered a virus and they were meaning to make biological weapons with it, like the Hunters, but it went wrong and started mutating everyone into a zombie. It was uncontrollable.
Bro,
like it's supposed to be like
are
a
we
realistic
talking about the same Resident
now with-
Evil?
excuse me. Silent Hill was more of a supernatural horror. What if there was such a horrendous occurrence at a spot where so many died in this horrible way that a pocket dimension of demons
fight
was
like a
created,
monster
and anyone who
plant in
goes
that
there to have
first
psychological
game.
trauma can immediately manifest their trauma as something real that stalks and haunts them. It's completely different premises. One in science and more trying to be realistic. This could happen versus completely supernatural, right?
Okay, you're so stupid.
But I think they're still great. They're both great horror franchises. I did play Manhunt. Yes, I did. We played it for several different, I think twice for marathons, horror marathons. We did Manhunt. I don't like them though. I don't like sneaking gameplay to begin with. The entire game is like old school sneaking. So
Metal Gear Solid. It's too similar to Metal Gear, dude. He hates it.
Lorraine Tide says,
you think
look
he
up
has
the Titanic
trauma
Lego
from Metal
set.
Gear?
If it's a super expensive Lego set with a giant boat, I mean, to be honest, I don't like Titanic anyway. I don't think that one's going to make much sense.
Why the
Probably
fuck?
not what I'd be interested in.
What? Why did he do a flower? Why did a flower make sense, but the Titanic
I've heard
doesn't?
Clock Tower. I didn't hear about Clock Tower Rewind.
We're live. Great. I can't skip anymore, guys. Yeah, he rage quit Resident Evil 0. I don't see how a flower Lego makes sense, but a Titanic Lego is not sense. It makes no sense. What? I don't see the difference.
No wrestling sims next month. If we do wrestling sims this year, I'll just buy WWE later in the year when it's cheap, and then we'll do them for like the holidays or something. Okay?
I can already picture what he's going to do.
I have no desire to buy WWE 2K25 right now. Once again, no one's really sold me on this game being something you guys are going to want to see. It's just another yearly installment. But I would consider maybe later in the year when it's discounted, buying it to do some sims, for something special at the end of the year.
End of the year is far enough removed from the drama
Ren
currently
Jesse James
happening.
says the Titanic Lego is $670. He got it. It took him a few months to build off and on. Yeah, I don't think that's something we'll be doing. Thanks, Adam Theory, for a $2 super chat.
I'm willing to bet the holiday sims
Guys,
in wrestling.
Going, as you remember, these last few streams where I've played Suikoden 1. Crap. We've actually hit our goals. And it's because we usually had a rallying of support early on the podcast that carried then into the stream. I would love to do that again. Let's keep that going so we could do our DSP Tries It this week of British food, namely meat pies and more. So, yeah, again, we have no subs or memberships. It would be great to get some subs or memberships, but I'm appreciative of anything. If you want super chats or tips as well are great. So let's get it rolling, please. Thank you. Let's get some momentum going, because once one or two things come in, other things tend to start rolling in as well.
Uh-oh. Did the Kino Casino
Yes, Rebel Scum this, I'm aware of that. He
call
said there's a Steam
to
Spring sale
attention
going on
of
with good deals
not
on
supporting
games. That's
work?
why someone gifted me Disco Elysium. They said there was like a giant sale, so they got it for me.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. The wrestling thing is at the end of the year. He'll probably have a PPP versus DSP match. I could already hear him fake laughing over it. I could hear him now.
Wanderstop finally came out. Did it?
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, this stream sucks.
I heard about that one.
Sorry, I hyped it up.
This is the one where it's that woman is making like a coffee shop, right?
How long will smart guys go
Yeah,
on?
we had seen this.
Who knows?
We had seen the preview of this at some point during one of those game fests.
Oh boy.
I'll wish list it. It's a possibility for the future. It's like $22. Wanderstop. Okay. Yes, we did play God Hand. We played it for a marathon. Hilarious game. Tough, though. Tough, but hilarious game. Doom 2016, I absolutely love. It was Doom Eternal I didn't like. Doom 2016 I thought was amazing.
Damn, how do you not like
How much would you have to
Eternal?
donate for me to try an edible on stream? Nothing, because I'm not going to do that. I don't do stunts and stuff like that on stream.
What the fuck you mean? You eat candy,
No
Phil.
desire to try an edible.
Phil. You eat fucking candy and eat food.
No, I've not played the last
and
Fate
shake your
Metroidvania
ass
style
and
Bloodborne
show
like
your
that,
socks.
No one seems
And
to like
show your
Metroidvania
underwear.
games
Oh my god.
in my
This
content.
dude
I've
sucks,
tried them many
bruh.
times over the years, and they usually fail horribly. The only one that ever worked was Metroid Dread. Really, like seriously. And I've tried different ones. Metroid Dread worked. Everything else, everyone kind of like, just kind of crapped on. So, thank you, Kershate. Kershate. What a name. for a membership. That's our first member of the day.
Ah, I see. Please help me. AI brand dude is trapped in being forced to watch this stupid pre-stream.
That is.
What the fuck did he just eat?
So that counts for 3.
What
Gets
did he
up to
just put in his
28.
mouth?
Thank you guys.
What did he just put in his mouth?
That is.
Oh, like skin.
Give me the first sub on Kick this morning. Let's get one.
Come on, guys. I like how he's not copying the mannerisms, by the way. That's a great little detail to point out.
Are VIP badges still available?
VIP
yeah.
badges. Badges.
I
You
haven't
called
done
them
anything with them
badges.
in ages, actually. Right? I mean, even the last marathon, I didn't even bring it up. Like I said, I usually bring it up from time to time when people are
Oh,
interested.
man.
Oh, look here.
How exclusive are these JPEGs if you keep giving them away every fucking week? But yeah, great thing to point out here. He's not copying the PPP mannerisms. The Kino Casino clapping. I haven't heard a clap today. He has
We
not
only have
Worski
19
clapped
VIPs
once.
on the channel. I don't know what the limit is.
What's going on?
I don't remember.
Oh, he did?
can't
Well, I missed
remember,
it.
actually.
Where's the energy, DSP? What happened to let's get those
Should
subs?
we do some wheeling and dealing today?
What does that mean?
Perhaps? Are people interested in getting the VIP badge or buying the VIP badge for somebody?
Should I incentivize you to give me money?
Trump was banned because he brought up a toxic meme.
No. What did he say?
Some-
What did he
we-
say? What did he say?
I can't. I don't.
in your life.
Holy shit! Speaking of
Tomorrow
support,
when I get to work, I'm gonna tell my boss he's gonna have to give me 150 before lunch and 150 before I go home and a paycheck on Friday, or it's just not worth it, snort. Right.
boss, I know you want me to come into work, but like, what do I get out of it? Right?
We only
Thank
have
you.
19 VIPs on the
Thank
channel.
you, Greedo
I don't
the
know
Green.
what the limit is. I
For
don't
the
remember.
10.
I can't remember.
Insanity. Thank you. I'm trying to see what DJ Trump
Should we do
said.
getting the VIP badge or buying was banned because he brought up
I don't see it.
I'm VIP sub on.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever. He said a meme.
Should we do some wheeling and dealing? And you're doing it and says he won't do it again. He knows the rules. And by the way, it's not the first time this has happened with him.
And by the way,
series of bad
And by
behavior.
the way, Cat agrees
We're not
with
dumb.
me.
You can sit there with your emotes all
and
day.
by the
long,
way, Cat is
alright?
dying.
Seriously. He knows better than that because he's already been through this before.
Oh boy.
Yet he's still acting the same way. So that's a pattern of bad behavior, which makes me believe he's not going to change. He needs to
Real
stop with the
teacher
bullshit.
energy.
No one thinks
Teacher
it's funny,
energy.
especially me.
Fucking listen to
Yet
this
he's
dumb
still
shit.
acting the same way. So that's a pattern of bad behavior, which makes me believe he's not going to change. He needs to stop with the bullshit. No one thinks it's funny, especially me. No one. Chimchar, would you like to be next? Because now you're doing it. Would you like to be next?
What's he saying? I'm not even reading it.
All right, someone just did a direct threat, so they're going to be banned. I mean, that was
Oh my god, dude, I gotta read it. I gotta read it. Everyone has potential to change for the better. So, oh wait, did he say just delete kick at this point?
first time this has happened with him.
Chimchar
Well,
said, "Why
thinks
was
it's funny,
Trump banned?"
especially to be next.
That's what Chimchar said. Sweet. Where's the threat?
All right, someone just did a direct threat, so they're going to be banned. I mean, that was really stupid.
I don't
You actually
see
think you were
it.
going to threat the streamer, and this is going to get you somewhere, huh?
All right.
Goodbye.
Ban.
Okay, anyway.
Insanity. Too many socks in chat
So I guess
right
we
now,
can
guys.
do the deal on Kick, all right, where basically I was doing 25 gifted
They
subs.
jumped the rabbit
for
with that
a
one.
VIP.
Oh.
Today we'll do the discount. We'll do 20.
Thank you,
20
Storan.
gifted subs for a VIP badge. Okay? I'll do the discount for today. Or 25 gifted subs, I'll give you a VIP and an OG badge.
Whoa.
I'll do both if you do 25. There you
The
go. That'll be
exclusive
deal for today.
OG badge that he keeps selling every week.
And you can
almost.
gift it to someone else as well.
And you can gift it to someone else. That's how exclusive it is. You can just give it away if you get it. It's so exclusive.
I didn't take DJ Trump's OG badge. You don't lose badges when you get banned. Did you know that? You don't lose badges. That's not true at all. That's legit not true. I guess you guys are misinformed. Yeah, when you get banned on Kick, you still keep everything. You have to have stuff manually removed.
Get that
Dan the Man
ass
just did
banned.
it. Dan the Man just gifted a whopping 25 subs on Kick.
Whoa,
so Dan, I don't know if you want the badges because you have them, right? I don't know if you want to give them to someone. That's up to you.
Whoa,
Tell me what you want to do.
buddy. Dude, the begging paid off. Ask and you shall
I need
receive.
to know the real name.
Okay, hurry up. Hurry up, Brunel.
Okay,
Grandpa.
I just gave the VIP and the OG.
And we're live.
To Rebecca. So hopefully that did go to the right person. My apologies if it didn't, but hopefully it did. And let me now get Dan on the leaderboard. Thank you so much,
it's been
Dan.
like
ginormous contribution.
2 in real life minutes of this.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gassy today. Ugh.
Yeah. It's almost like he drank a bunch
So
yesterday.
that is 125, which means...
Whoa, buddy.
Wow, I seriously didn't even realize.
He's not wailed on, though. He's not only supported by 5 guys, you see. He's supported by 1 guy. No.
For the stream, 65 out of 70.
He's like,
which means,
you
ladies and
know,
gentlemen, it is
retarded,
absolutely
for
official.
real.
We hit the goal. Taxes are paid.
Really, really,
Coffers
really
have been
dumb,
filled.
y'all.
Thank you all for supporting my content. Thank you.
Get that garbage out of my
Another day
face.
having chill fun here on my channel. I really appreciate that. And Dan, of course, so much support. Appreciate that. Thank you so very, very much.
Look at how happy he
If
is.
people are bothering you, let me know and I will remove them because there's a lot of idiots in Kick Chat today.
Now the bunny, he can afford a new bunny, guys.
Well,
he can afford to kill another one.
Emails me right now and apologizes and says, "All right, I get it. I shouldn't have brought up that meme." Then I'll ban him immediately. And he hasn't lost any of his crowns or nothing. Don't worry about that. Okay? I'll only ever remove a badge or a crown if someone is actually like egregiously messing around. You know,
Yeah,
like
dude, you call his wife fat.
Fucked up and they're not coming back. But in the case of DJ Trump, he didn't do anything egregious, but he already knows better than that because he's already had this happen before.
He knows better than to mention your rabbit that died. Your baby bunny. Rest in peace, baby bunny.
Yeah.
At least now you can afford another one to have it die again. No, I'm being insensitive. No, I don't care.
Is there a limit to the VIPs that Kick gives? You know, I honestly don't know. People used to tell me it was like 70 or 80. Then people said it was 100, but I only have like 20. You know, I only have like 20. To be honest, I don't bring it up that often, right? I bring it up, like twice a month. So then people remember about it and will take advantage of it. I don't really bring it up. So because of that, I don't really have that many, you know? But that today, how about that? Since I gave that deal to Dan, now I have to extend that deal to everyone today. If there's anyone on Kick who wants to take advantage of this.
Felted.
Right.
The trolls are felted.
For 25, you get both VIP and OG badges today. Why? Because we're trying to hit goals to see if we can do this British food as soon as possible, maybe even tomorrow. Do I think we're going to hit
British
5 goals by the end of today? No. But, you know, might as well at least toss it out there and make it available.
I like how he perked up a
Right?
little bit. You could tell he perked up a
Okay.
little bit because of the money buff. That's great. I'm not seeing the energy, DSP, though. Where's the begging
What do you
energy?
guys think? Should I let Moon Knight 7 back? Because they got banned like days ago. And they've
For
been
what?
emailing me a couple times apologizing profusely.
Why are you asking the
I don't know
chat
I
if you...
believe them. What do you
All
guys
right.
think? Should I unban Moon Knight?
Guys, should I ban this guy in Moon Knight? Should I ban him? Why are you asking the chat, dude? You want me to run your stream for you? Oh, man. Guys, should I forgive Ashton? Should I forgive Ashton for
Some people
calling
say
my
yes,
wife
some people
fat?
say no. All right. If I'll unban, but if he does it again, that's gonna be it.
Sweet. We got a new potential whale.
Is it Moonlight? No, it's Moon 197. How the fuck do you say that?
You just said it.
If you're gonna make a name in a chat, make it so you could pronounce it with a mouth. Not that you have to say like 17 characters and weird. Night 7. How the fuck do you say that? If you're gonna make a name in a chat, make it so you could pronounce it with a mouth. Not that you have to say like 17 characters and weird combinations.
Mouth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't have a mouth. Not all people develop a pig's mouth. I'm so sorry, Phil. We got to consider Phil's mouth when we type in a name. Remember, guys.
What's my favorite Assassin's Creed game?
Pigs are not meant for streaming.
Probably in the 2 trilogy, I think I liked Brotherhood the most because that was the one where you started making the Assassins Guild, but it retained gameplay and improved upon it from the first game. Story-wise, no, but gameplay-wise, yeah. And then probably 4. But if you're talking the current open world ones, I think Odyssey was the best one in that trilogy.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Fucking idiot. That's an L take. Yeah, he didn't say Assassin's Creed 2. Exactly.
DJ
He's
Trump
fucking
emails me.
wrong.
I'll unban him right now. But he has to email me and say, hey, I'm sorry that I did
Origins
that.
is better than Odyssey.
Because he's already
2
had
is the
this
best.
happen. So once I get the email, he'll be unbanned immediately. The ball's in his court. Okay. No, it's not an apology fetish. It's that he has to show remorse for knowing that he did something wrong and then he's not going to do it again, or else what the hell is the what's the point?
He has apologitism. Apology fetish. No, it's not an apology fetish. He just needs... What did he say? Hold up. It's not an apology fetish? I just have a fetish.
Apology fetish is that he has to show remorse for knowing that he did something wrong and then he's not going to do it again, or else what the hell is the what's the point?
And by the way, Kat agrees with me.
It's not a fetish. It's just that
What's up with this style, man?
I need him to know that I know that he did something wrong.
Why would you want to be known on the internet as piss style man?
Your dark side,
I just
Phil.
don't understand when people are
You are known as the guy who jerked off on stream. Why would you want to be known as that?
3 letters, 17 characters, a weird symbol no one can type without like a special combination of buttons, and then 2.
Bruh,
So what the hell is your name?
He's a real big boy. You like this attitude? This attitude comes out when the money comes in. You see how pathetic he was when this started? You see how fucking pathetic he was? He made money. He's a fucking tough guy now. He loves it. He has the 150 money buff, so he can act pretty harshly towards others because he was being bullied yesterday. He got bullied this past few days, so now he can bully everybody else.
Yeah, humor. His name is actually Piss Style Man. I don't know why.
No, Vernell, you're so easy to read. You're like a children's book. No. Vernell. He's a big tough guy making fun of smaller kids because the bigger kids made fun of him.
Can you tell when someone is remorseful? Of course not. Someone could be facetious or lying, and that's okay. I mean, there's nothing you could do about that. You're not psychic. But
So
at least then, if you give someone a chance...
So it's an apology fetish then.
From doing something they knew was wrong, and they claim that they will not do it again, okay? And then they do it again, then it's not on you, it's on them. You know? At least you gave them the chance.
So you have apologitism then. You want to hold power over somebody because they apologized and bent the knee and bowed their head to you. It's not a fetish though. He just really wants you to know that he knows you did something wrong.
Fiction. You know, it's a co-op game and meant to be experienced co-op wise.
Right. And your wife is dying currently, right? She's currently dying
So I'm not gonna
downstairs.
play it and then be like, oh, it's not good. Single player. Yeah, no shit. I'm not stupid. I mean, that'd be pretty dumb and wouldn't be treating it very fairly, would it?
No, soulmate doesn't exist anymore, dude. She's dying, just like Bunny. She's about to go. No more cat streams. Oh, man. It's not a fetish, guys. Who's he banning?
All right. We still got time, guys. You want to tag me in the chat and have some Q&A? If any other contributions come in, I'll shout
Would you play Split Fiction with Ashton?
them out. This would be a prime
That's a good question.
time to possibly hit multiple goals in a stream, and we could get much closer to our DSP tries at reward. Remember, I'm not going to be doing as many streams this week because of stuff, so you know, the sooner the better to do this British food that we've never tried before, right?
Right? Oh boy, what a
How much
stream.
wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck?
Fuck, I don't care. Shut the fuck up. How is there so much dead air, man?
So long to make this one, but it's good to hear that this one did well, and now they're making a sequel right away. That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Damn
I'm hyped.
rollback netcode giving Cat Silness the win.
No, I would never do sim racing. I'm not into simulations when it comes to cars. I'm not a car guy, so I don't really like it. I like more arcadey racing.
All right, thank you, Maximus, for the 2. You got to be a car guy to enjoy simulation racing, I guess.
Oh, really? Itchy says, there's rumors
I'm just
GameCube games
nitpicking
may come to
now. I'm
Nintendo Online.
nitpicking.
What's your favorite GameCube game? I barely played any GameCube games. I don't even know, like, what would be there. I mean, we played Sunshine, and that was an interesting playthrough, to say the least. Wow, is that game different from other Mario games?
I don't even know.
But outside of Sunshine, I don't know. I wonder what games would come on there and to try. I'd be interested. That would be cool.
No, you don't
What's
care.
up, Turtle Dude? How are you today? Welcome.
They would not be, quote unquote, viable to play in a modern setting. That's what he said. He said you can't emulate anymore. You're not allowed. That's why I'm going to stream my legal GameCube later today or tomorrow. Obviously.
I received a $5 tip from Mars Inhabitant. I say no to letting the lifelong gifted sub sock account. Society rejects will never behave or reform. Just be thankful for Trump, who will remove them from your chat and put money back in your pockets. There you go. Now, I'm well aware that there were casino simps
Fine Crisis
who were part of my audience.
Oh, hold up. I missed it. Hold up.
There were
casino
simps who were part of my audience there for a while, and now they're not going to be anymore, but they're going to pretend to want to hang around and be cool, just so they can sit there and pocket diss and be stupid, and they're just going to get weeded out. They know they are. I mean, they know that they're not long for this world if they're going to act like that.
Is that a threat?
Yes, let me just unban this guy.
You just threat
because
that
all
guy's
his
life?
buddies here are going to fucking spam
It sounds like he threatens his existence.
and be cool.
They're not long for this world if they keep fucking with me.
And they're just going to get weeded out. They know they are. I mean, they know that they're not long for this world if they're going to act like that. I mean, yes, let me just unban this.
Yeah, what the fuck is
guy,
pocket diss?
Because all his butt buddies here are going to fucking spam emotes in the chat when they're just sitting here so that they could just dump on me when they get a chance, right? Like, no. How about no? How about
Thank you, movie
Why
sign.
do people give him money? Why?
I'm not too sure, movie sign, with the 220.
I will not do that because I'm not stupid, right?
He's not stupid.
All right.
Don't pocket diss me. You are not long for this world. You shall perish.
There we
if
go.
you pocket diss me, you Kino Casino
Morons.
buffoons, morons. You will perish.
Of course they're going to make more sock accounts, but I'll very much enjoy crushing them every day and wasting their time.
Power trip.
That's the point. You don't make it easy for them. You make it so that it's actually a hindrance, so that eventually they just stop because they realize that I'm never going to stop crushing them.
Sweet. That's what he did to Triple P. He wasted his time so much.
Yeah, it takes 1 minute.
That it became a hindrance.
And it takes me half a second. I still win.
DSP, you totally sound unbothered and fucking epic right now. You're fucking dripping with the sauce, man. You're so epic. It obviously doesn't bother you when you read Dead Bunny in chat RIP. Real. Totally doesn't bother you, obviously. That's why he's talking about it. And fucking freaking out. Thank you, Al Raven, for the 3 months. Appreciate it.
Oh, no, I'm not getting rid of Kick. My Kick's been doing good, and I'm going to keep my Kick for a while. I will keep Kick for sure. There is definitely an audience there. There's definitely people who enjoy the content there. And there's people who support me there. There's no way I'm leaving Kick.
All right. We'll see how long that lasts, because he said that about Twitch, and he said YouTube sucks and he would never go back to YouTube. So, I mean, I don't know. Look at how many people he's banning. He's banning so many people. Holy shit. Deleted by moderator. I've seen in the chat so many times. He's banning someone else. Yet another ban. My man DSP just sitting there in dead air talking about drama and donations.
Let's see.
Banned. He just banned someone else. Dude, he's... We're getting...
Mr. Puffy Nipples did a $2.25 tip.
We got a dedicated, good minute there of banning. The
It
ban
says,
segment.
I think between 2009 and 2015, we had great games. Infamous, Last of Us, Witcher, LA Noire, and more. Yeah, it's like I said, it used to be so different, right?
Banning yet again. More bans.
Every year, you knew that there were going to be AAA studios that were going to be pumping out banger after banger, as they say today, right? You knew that when BioWare or Capcom or Konami or, you know, one of the Sony studios like Santa Monica or whatever, Rockstar, or, you know, every year there was like 10, 15 studios, and they're all going to come out with a game this year, and everyone will be amazing. Every game will blow us away. And now these games come out, and you're like, I don't know if it's going to be any good. I don't know if it's going to be worth my time. I don't know. I just want to see a million other people play it first. I want to read 17 reviews and watch streams of it, because these games come out unfinished, wonky, and just uninspired and unfun half the time. Gaming has stagnated, for sure. As someone who's now been in this gaming space for nearly 17 years making content, I can tell you gaming has stagnated. There is very little originality. The good games are few and far between. There's just too much of the same kind of crap that's shoveled out every single year. It's sad. See you tonight, Cracker Jacks. Thanks for stopping by for the show. I'm glad you enjoy the streams, Jalen. That is true. Theo says Capcom was Crapcom around 2015. Yeah, there's certain companies that get ups and downs, right? They're great, then they suck, but then they're great again. So that makes me feel like when you get a company that's sad, like BioWare right now is really down in the dumps, maybe they can come back. Maybe the new Mass Effect game will actually be good. I can't trust them. I can't believe and say 100% yes, but I got to feel like there's something there to feel that maybe they can get back to their roots, right?
This is just today.
That I like the Watch Dogs games. Watch Dogs 1
this
was
blue
good,
part.
but not great. Watch Dogs 2 was great.
Not
Watch
so
Dogs
lucky
3 was
rabbit's foot. Lol. Felted by August the Duck. Real. Phil has no real identity. Gaming soulmate no more. They call me Triple P. DSP bought a zoo. Real. These people were all banned today. Cat is praying downstairs. Medicine cabinet mukbang. Rabbit lives matter. Chill Steve 7. King Philip the Goat. RGB wrenches real. Till till death do us part real soon. That's fucking goated, dude. That's a great name. Holy shit. The bottom line is real. Oh my god.
back. And now they've essentially killed the series, which is why I haven't heard anything since Legion about anything, right?
Oh man.
Nope, Call of Duty's tomorrow.
Till death do us part real soon. Oh, poor cat. She is currently dying. She's like the whale, the movie.
Yeah, so perfect example
sorry.
since we're on the topic.
Yep, I'm
right?
toxic.
Here's what's coming out in the next couple of months for game releases. Ready? Okay, this week, Assassin's Creed Shadows, which already people are already all over the place on. Is it good? Is it not? Right? We've got Atomfall. Again, a game where people are kind of all over the place. It could be good. It might not be good. It depends on if it's inspired or not. If it feels too much like Fallout in other games, we don't know. South of Midnight. To me, it looks good. It looks like a unique plot, unique
Great.
art style,
Okay.
connections, and online.
Schedule segment.
And it was so bad, they're really hoping to do another beta before the game comes out, and I think they need it, because if it doesn't, I don't think it's going to sell very well.
How is he still here,
Clear
by the way?
Obscure, Expedition 33. That looks great. Looks
It's been
it
an
kinda
hour and
reminds
a
me of like
half.
Lost Odyssey style game that has its own art style and plot and everything going for it, but it's an RPG, and RPGs haven't done great.
Oh no.
They haven't. RPGs have, in the last couple of years, there's been such an influx and overload of RPGs.
He's
that
played
you don't know
3
if it's gonna be good
RPGs,
or
by
not,
the
or
way.
if it's gonna
Before
actually
he finishes that rant, he's currently gonna play 3 RPGs this week.
like Doom
So,
coming out.
I don't know why
a
he's
week
saying that.
before the new Doom. And then we've got the new Doom, the Dark Ages. Will it be any good? Is it going to follow Eternal? Is it going to follow 2016? Is it going to be a hybrid of the two? We don't know. Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which is going to be awful because there's no crossplay, there's no actual quality of life features, and that will die within a couple of months. The Onimusha 2 remake, which I'm actually excited for because I like the Onimusha 1 remake, so hopefully that's good. Elden Ring Night Rain, which we played the beta of, and actually it was quite good. Well, actually it wasn't the beta, it was the network test. That I really liked. I'm looking forward to, but you have to ask the question, what's the longevity when the game itself is only a loop of about an hour, right? Doing all 3 day cycle, it's only an hour. So even if the game has 5-6 different cycles.
What's
you
the
can do.
benefit for me,
You can
dude?
realistically see all the content of the game within like a day.
Okay. Stream it for a day.
So I don't know
Shut
how
the
that's
fuck
going
up.
to go. It might not have the longevity of other games from FromSoft.
All right.
Lost Soul Aside. Actually, I don't even remember what that is, to be honest. I don't even remember what that is. Death Stranding 2. Could be good, might not be good. Looked good cinematically. Doesn't mean it's going to translate into a good game to play. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake.
Death Stranding is the infamous how exciting game. Count how many times he said how exciting.
Sell like crazy. Hell is Us is kind of a question
my
mark.
favorite.
Looks good though. Directive 8020, another one that looks pretty good. And
how
Ninja Gaiden
exciting.
4. So that's what we've got kind of lined up for the rest of the year, right? Out of all of those, what's the killer app? What's the one that's the big game for this year?
Death Stranding 2? No?
Don't know.
I guess not.
And that's how it is. Like, oh, here's all
It's
these
not big
games. Are
enough.
any of them actually blockbusters? Are any of these going to like go crazy?
Bruh.
The entire gaming world
A
above.
Kojima game is
Don't
coming out in current
I guess
year.
we'll see, but I feel like there's none.
What's a
The
blockbuster?
one that will do it this
I
year
don't
will
know.
absolutely, positively be GTA.
Doesn't exist.
GTA 6 would blow it out.
GTA
of
6?
The water. But will it come out this year? We don't know.
Will it come out? Who knows?
Okay. I received a $2 tip. Someone's wondering, do I have any plans to grow my audience? I seem to be a niche style streamer, but is there any way that I feel like I could blow up my audience? I mean, we've talked about this a lot. I could blow up my audience if I completely change who I am to be one of these topics or style of content creators that blow up because they're virally popular.
Great. We're now entering the I can be successful if I want to, which, by the way, this is something Triple P made fun of him for just 2 days ago. So I don't know how he's still pulling out this excuse. He got made fun of by his ex-best friends. Not his ex-best friends, his ex-best friends.
Drama. That's
the
about
new
it.
ex-best friends.
Like, that's the one way to do something like that. And I've expressed time and time again, I don't want to do that.
I could be
I don't want to
successful.
be a drama creator. I don't want to cause problems. I don't want to get into arguments. I don't want to be at other people's throats constantly. Even though the entire internet wants me to do that because they've seen hints of greatness.
What?
You know, it's not who I am. Again, maybe if this was 10, 15 years ago.
You are insane, bro.
All right, and I had seen that, I would have been like, oh yeah, let's do it. But at this point, I'm older. I'm happy. I don't want to make problems for myself or others. I don't want to be constantly stressed and drama and bullshit, you know?
Maybe it's the religion. His religious nature that Cat is instilling upon him is getting in the way. Thou shalt not cause drama online. Maybe it's like part of his commandments. Dude, Cat is forcing him to not do drama. No, Islam Cat.
When I get a chance to look up 2007 and the game releases of that year, my mind would be blown in comparison to the quality or lack thereof that we get these days. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? More banning. We are currently banning. Let's see. Has he banned anybody new since I last checked? Most likely. Let me go find it again. You buffoon.
All right. Anything else? Or are we good? I think we.
Dude, he banned Ant Poison got Cat. Ant Poison got Bunny and Cat. Dying wife, no friends, real. Water ship down from the rafters.
Covered a lot. It was a pretty, comprehensive podcast covering a lot of things. Thank you, Dan the Man, and everyone else for allowing me to already exceed one goal. Maybe possibly hitting another by the end of the stream is awesome. That's a great start to the week, and I really appreciate that. Is there anyone else who has anything else to bring up before we start with Suikoden?
All right. When
DHD
Suikoden
says,
starts,
do you think it's maybe because some game companies are
are out
working
of
on Switch
here.
2? Yes and no. Like, I'm absolutely sure game companies are working on Switch 2, but let's be honest, the biggest games for Switch 2 are Nintendo exclusives. So, yeah, the new
Sure.
Mario Kart will absolutely be a blockbuster. I have no doubts about it, right? If there's a new standard platformer Mario game, 100% that's going to blow sales numbers. It's going to be huge, right? But that's kind of a given. What I'm talking about is kind of like the more universal games.
Bruh.
Cross stuff that ends up being high profile and big success. And
Oh
we don't really
my
see a lot
God.
of that these days, right?
You are so
Oh, yeah?
fucking
JDTV says Sea
stupid,
of Stars is getting some DLC in spring. Yeah, I would love to go back to Sea of Stars. Right now, we're kind of doing
Exit out.
retro vibe stuff with Suikoden. Maybe we will play Sea of Stars later this year. I don't know. We'll see.
Guys, there are
There's
no
still people asking me to go back and
blockbusters.
play Stardew Valley. There's still
people name 3 blockbusters. Yeah, but those don't count because they are guaranteed blockbusters.
Ask me when am I going to bring back the retro React nights?
How does that make sense?
And it's like I just don't have answers for everyone because it seems like we've got so much going on, right? People want me to do all these, do Smart Guys, do the Lego nights, but also do retro games, but also do indie games. But you got to stick with Call of Duty, but you got to play the hottest new games. Like, so then how do I do retro React nights? How do I do, I get it. And you know what? I'm happy that people have all these ideas and want me to do all this content. Thank you for that. I'd much rather have it be, I've got too much going on and my time is valuable and it's hard to figure the schedule out, than I just got nothing going on and everything's boring. Okay?
No. Burnell. Who are we banning?
Got a couple more tips here. Let's see.
Banning someone else. I see.
$1 tip. We're going to be doing Indies night. Get a game like Fields of Mystria and Hylix. Hylix is actually $1 right now. We're doing an Indies night tomorrow night. We're finishing Kiosk. And
don't care. I really don't give a shit. I want to party with Indrid.
Thank you for anonymous $2 tip. They said a bunch of stuff, and I appreciate the input. That's all I'm going to say, because it really has nothing to do with what we're doing right now, but I do appreciate the input. Thank you.
Thank you for the drama tip that I'm not going to read. And dead air.
Okay. Are we good? All right. Let's end the show. It's time for Suikoden. I'm excited. I know many of you are going to leave because you're like, oh, classic JRPGs. I can't stand them. Slow-paced, good games from the past. Horrible. I got to go, right? I get it. But for those of you who are going to stick around, I hope you're going to enjoy. I love this game. We're actually in a good part where we're going around advancing the story. We're recruiting a bunch of people. It's fun. So we're actually at the end, I believe, of the elf and dwarf arc. And then you end up going to another part and recruiting more people. So it should be fun. I think we may soon be coming up against our big army battle, which is the first of many in the game.
Oh, please, Brunel, please. Fuck
Thank
off.
You all. I appreciate
Shut up.
you. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Level 1 podcast.
Jesus.
Okay.
Help me.
Alrighty, folks. Let me get everything set up
folks.
now. So here we are, and I'm way too big and in the wrong position. So let's fix
Right.
all this.
How many thousands of dollars did this guy waste? And the stream is still the same. We still have not improved anything. We still have to manually move webcams, resize them, no layouts. Nothing is set up by the time he goes to gameplay. Like, dude, all you do is talk
It's a good size. Am I
and
too
then
small?
play
No, it might be
games.
too small.
How the fuck do you
Trying to
not
find the
have
right size
anything
for an
set up?
RPG. Remember, in
How
this
much
game,
money did you waste
it's
to
really
not have
block.
anything
I guess
ready?
I could actually be blocking the text.
Nothing is ever ready to go. When he stops the level 1, it's never ready.
Subtitles. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, brother.
Is it just me, or did this bar move? It looks like it moved a little bit.
Oh my fucking god, brother.
Which is weird, because I don't
This
remember.
is why you're on mission 1. You fucking loser bitch, man.
Yes, they said better like that, right? Boy. Hands will be here. Yeah.
Nah.
Slightly more. That's good.
Look at what we do. Why are we stalling so hard, brother?
Let's get set up here. Let's get the
Yeah,
lights
Rebsy.
off.
Oh, we went through the band list, Rebsy. It was great. My favorite was Till Death Do Us Part.
Get the frame
real
on.
soon.
All right, I'm gonna take a few minutes break to use the restroom and get ready here. So guys, I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes tops, and then it's time for a big major stream of Suikoden 1 HD remake.
Like, isn't this entire segment right here that we just saw the perfect embodiment of what DSP represents? Look at how much money he wasted to like fix, quote unquote, fix his stream. And somehow we're still doing the same shit before we spent the thousands of dollars that we spent. We're still stuck on mission 1.
17 years streaming and still can't save scenes.
Yeah, for real, movie
Finger.
sign. For the 220. What was the point of spending all of that money if then the execution of the stream is still the same? Like, I know you... Okay, in reality, right? In reality, I know he just wants to stall as long as possible because he fucking hates video games, right? I get it. But... brother, you want to appear like a professional streamer? Go back when he was buying all this bullshit. When he was saying the word professional and streamer Fucking, you can count it up. It's got to be like 70 times. I don't know. But it was ridiculous. Insane. And he's still doing the same bullshit. Look at this fucking pose, by the way. That's pretty good. He was Leafy. The no chin Burnell. No, he's like a Smurf. Not a Smurf. The other guy. Dr. Seuss character. No. Oh, boy. What a fucking guy, man. Anyways, let's finish this off. Let's finish this off, and then I'll redirect you to Meerkat.
You know, somebody said, I read this somewhere, probably on Kino Farms. Might have been on Twitter. But Darkside Phil is Sisyphus. But he's the boulder. He's the boulder in the story of Sisyphus.
I mean, you are like...
And we're the ones that have to keep pushing it up, and his audience has to keep pushing this boulder day after day up the hill. And then it falls down the other side, and we're right back to where we all fucking started. And we have to push it back. But then it's beyond that, because the boulder in Sisyphus's story was silent because it was a boulder. Phil complains the entire fucking time as you're trying to help him that you're not pushing hard enough or quick enough or giving him enough money while he sits on the fucking boulder that you're pushing to the top of the goddamn hill. It's brutal.
Bro, Ashton, that was one of the nights. So it was like, I was already sort of pissed off and done with him. And when he said like, how dare you guys tell me I worked on this whole thing, getting Restream ready to get Kick, and now they won't verify me. He's like, you have to message them. I'm like, bro, you have to just keep working at it. It took us like what, 3 times? Like,
yes, man. I don't think we got approved our first time.
No, and we passed the metrics, but
by
it takes
a lot.
time.
But
it takes
we
time
had,
for
we
them.
had them for 1,000 live viewers at that time, but it takes time for them to get to know your content and make sure that they're comfortable putting the verification. He just believes he's entitled to that because he's Phil. It's like, but Phil, you only have a couple hundred viewers, and you're not even bringing them all to
Blobfish mouth reel.
I was on it for 4 weeks. No, 3 weeks.
Yes.
Like, bro, we were on Kick, I think, for maybe 6 months, grinding it out. On shows, we didn't do shows. We had gaming streams to raise the hours, right, that we were doing to show them, look, we're serious about this platform. He does fucking 10 streams, and then instead of emailing Kick, Eddie, whoever, he emails me and Ashton a copy-paste attack. I'm like, wait, does yours say the exact same as mine?
It was so embarrassing. I was cringing really bad when I read it.
Yeah, there's receipts. I got all the DMs. I'm like, of course we have the receipts. It's like, yes, there's so
I want to
DMs
see them.
I could relax. Well, I'll leak them, but we're not lying. Like, I swear to God. Like, in fact, we're under-explaining.
We're under-explaining.
Like that, but when it comes to Phil, I feel like everybody is willing to make an exception to
I hate
Phil
leakers.
stuff. The thing is, I'm willing to give Phil one last chance to apologize to us.
Oh shit, dude, clock's ticking. He's giving DSP till the end of the weekend to apologize. Huh. DSP, come on, clock's ticking, brother. Where are you? He's still gone. Chair stream.
Our fucking time, wasting our fans' money, wasting this entire opportunity. If Phil will humble himself, apologize to us, and kiss the ring over the weekend, because I want him to apologize. Because Phil has an apology fetish.
I don't want to fucking. I don't want to talk to him.
I don't want him.
I don't contact him. If he apologizes to me, I'm gonna go like this.
He has.
I don't care.
Dance. He has to dance. He's got to do the truffle shuffle and apologize. I got the drip go. I got the drip go.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. Which, I mean, I guess is good news for everyone who's interested, because we're gonna get more information. Let's see who he's banned. Darziak. Who is Darziak banning? Darziak stalks followers gay. Pot of Greed. It's pretty good. I like how every time I refresh, there's new names on the list. Jeez Louise.
Should I talk about his parents?
No, that's kind of sad.
Should we leak it?
What does that mean?
Dark.
Do they have health issues again?
It is dark.
I think that's. I feel bad for him. That's fucked up, in my opinion.
It's tough. It's tough. If it's true. All right, let's.
It's just
what
sad.
do we got here? We got this August the Duck video of him battling. All right, this video. We never even got to this one yet.
Yes.
Then we'll do some super chats.
Listen, we're gonna like unfold this as an arc, guys. But there's so much to do that we're like already like fucking behind. So here we go. This is the video he posts after snaking Ashton. Ashton offers him basically $5,000 to hang out with him. Maybe this will maybe we can get a funny video or something. Here's what he posts.
Here's the truth about all of this. We had good plans.
There was no
Yes!
plans.
No, but I did come up with plan after plan after plan after
go?
plan for Phil. I would propose so many different concepts to him, and he would always have a reason why it wouldn't work or an excuse for why he couldn't do it. And it's just like, man, like beggars can't be choosers. You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, like you don't have a direction for your content. I'm coming up with a million different directions that I think are entertaining and could be successful, and it would just always be negative, and it would always be no. And it's just like, why, man?
So why is he saying it here? Hey, we have a lot of plans that you said no to.
Yeah.
But there weren't. Okay,
That's why I
having a
played
plan
this.
and executing a plan are two different things, Phil.
Had plans. I'm not even kidding you, for at least
That's
two
it.
other projects.
Okay, what are the two other projects, Ash?
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about, to be honest. Are these his own projects or something? Like,
That's how much DSP lies, dude. What is he even talking about? The dude who he's made plans with in the past doesn't even know. This is all because DSP's making an ultimatum, forcing PPP to apologize or get the fuck out. And he's trying to like hype up how cool it could have been if they stick together. But somehow, like, what is he even talking about?
I don't know.
We had so many cool plans, man. If only he apologizes and comes back to my good graces. Like, it's as if he's trying to get the audience to turn on Triple P by giving them so much hype bullshit that they must love. And so they all will beg PPP to apologize to see the plans through.
You're like, was there?
But it's all just a fucking lie. Of course it's a lie. Anyways, I guess we'll cover this another time. That's the stream from me, boys. Thank you for stopping by. It was crazy. I'm going to redirect you though, so no long drawn out final discussion. But thank you. The point being, you can't trust him. Exactly. So rest in peace, baby bunny. Rest in peace to Cat soon, I guess, because she is dying or he's concerned with her dying for some reason. But yet we're still ordering food and forcing her to also partake in the food ordering and still feeding her even though we're concerned for her. We are still making her suffer? I don't even know. Insanity. Anyways, here's Meerkat, everybody. Enjoy. Thank you for the super chats. Just chatting, the likes if you liked it. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Big ups. Rest in peace, Bunny. We hardly knew ye. You didn't even get acknowledged. That's how much the bunny meant to DSP. Doesn't even get acknowledged in the stream when people are trying to say rest in peace. That's awesome. Anyways, that's the stream, fellas. Appreciate it. Enjoy Meerkat's stream. Live stream. Here you go.